All right, welcome back. I welcome every one of you, my wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom, to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date remains 20th of August 2026, and the time right now is exactly 54 minutes past 6 p.m. in Biafra time. It is 54. It is now 55 minutes top of the hour. No matter where you are joining me from, no matter where you are and where you are listening from, I welcome every one of you, my wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom. Please, as I welcome you, endeavor to welcome others, that they may know that we have come to do the needful this very evening. We have so many things to show us this evening. A lot happened live in the court today, even after our very first program this evening. So many things happened. And today was very, very significant. Today was extremely significant to the extent that our Prime Minister cried so many times today. Today was so emotional. I hope my voice is still coming out, please. I don't trust my network, especially this evening. It is very, very bad this evening. I hope my voice is still coming out, please. Oh my God. Not again. Is this what we are going to pass through again today? All right. All right, we continue. So today, Mazi Simon Banjoko, the Prime Minister, did a lot. A lot. When I said a lot, I mean a lot. Today, apology was was tendered. Apology was tendered today. Apology was tendered today. Although I have something to tell us later on in this very program, because I do not know why it happened like that. But I am very, very happy that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Banjoko, performed excellently well, to the point that apology was given. Now, before we continue with the summary of today's proceedings, we are going to watch some few videos. We are going to watch some few videos before we proceed. Just like as I told you a couple of seconds ago, a lot happened today. In fact, today was so emotional. Our Prime Minister cried many times while he was defending Biafra. He was defending Biafra, not even himself. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, is in shambles. They do not know what they have. I am telling you, the zoo does not know what they have done to themselves. The zoo is in shambles. Remember that I have told us that something happened today, which I'm going to tell us. And that is also what they did today, which we did not understand why they did it. But I'm going to tell us, at least ka obili anyị ncha niile n'uche. Very, very important. Now, moving forward, let us first of all watch some videos which I have here with me, especially the video of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. After PM defended Biafra today gallantly, if I may say. After Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko defended Biafra today gallantly, our people were very, very happy to embrace him. So without further ado, without wasting any time, let us first of all watch our Prime Minister, and of course, we move from there. For those, in case you don't know, there is also media in the court. There is also Finnish media there, and some of our people were interviewed even day before yesterday. Some of our people were interviewed day before yesterday. So there is media. Finnish media is actually covering this very case. Yes, Finnish media is covering this case.
This crown on your head,
all of us one piece. Yeah.
Oh, well, I am a young man, you know. We love you. We love you very much. before. Also to the honeymoon, nice. Professor, there. We love you.
So today,
Nice. Professor.
today, Obuko believe nya eba yesi we banye this particular transcription of today's proceeding is very, very difficult actually. Nketa the difficult. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to us. So our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, was brought to court today to have another opportunity to defend Biafra once more. And he stood his ground. We have already talked about of course, the first and second session in the court up until they went for 1 hour break. Up until they went to 1 hour's break, it was the DOS member called Chinedu Onwukwe who lied. For those of you who did not watch the first session, that the first part, the part 1 of these very proceedings today, I will advise you to watch it. Because a lot happened during the part 1 of these very proceedings today. A lot happened while we were live. It happened to the extent that we had to call the wife live on our live program. Because that Chinedu Onwukwe, DOS member who came to testify against Biafra, lied against Biafra. One of the biggest lie of the day is that he claimed, he lied and said that a man who came back from Germany to Nigeria that was shot and unalive by the Nigerian security agent in Owerri was actually shot and died by Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. He lied in the court today in Lati, Finland. So, when we got that very information, I said, no, we cannot allow this to slide. We cannot allow this to slide. So, as God may have it, I was able to reach out to that very woman, to the wife of that very man that was unalived in 2021. For those of you who were not here during our part 1 program, or should I say morning session, I was able to call the wife of that very German man, the late German man that was unalived by Nigerian security agents in 2021, while we were still live on our program. We spoke with that very woman. She told us every single thing extensively. She told us every single thing that happened during that very period when her husband was unalived by Nigerian Air Force in Owerri. While they were on their way en route to airport to board a connecting flight that would take them to Lagos International, Murtala Mohammed International Airport for him to fly back to Germany. The man was unalived on his way to airport, right there with his wife in his vehicle. Lekwe Airport. The airport toll gate bụ ọgafezia ọbanye airport. Ebe a ka ndị Air Force nọ wee gbagbuo the man. Gbagbuo the man. We were able to reach out to the wife of that very man today. And that woman said a lot of things. I'm going to cut the part which we discussed with that woman on our live program and post it, separately so that everybody may know. And that very part is very, very important for Finland authorities, especially the Finnish court, to utilize during this case or before their judgment, before rendering their judgment. So I'm going to cut it and post it separately. I will also send it to Finland so that they may be able to make sure that the conversation gets to the judges in the court who are, of course, hearing this particular case. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Now, for those of you who were not here during that period, I want to encourage you to, of course, to watch our first part of today's proceedings. It is very, 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 very insightful, very, very unique, extremely, extremely, extremely important. Now, today, what has happened today is magical. That one I can tell you for free. What has happened today is magical. Our Prime Minister was able to speak eloquently and passionately defending Biafra. For those of you who do not understand what is happening, those of you who think that is just a joke, I want to tell us that it's not a joke. It is not a joke. It has nothing to do with jokes. It is what it is. This is part of the reasons we need Biafra, so that we can be able to control what we use and what we do, and also build some of our own networks, because these are the things that we are capable of doing. But because of the criminality in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, it is almost impossible for us to shine. So the only way forward is for us to fight our way out. If we fail to fight our way out, believe you me, it is very, very impossible for us to maximize our potentials. So the only way forward is for us to stand our ground, and fight our way out. Else, believe you me, nothing is going to happen. And the people that you all are calling for are not actually ready to do anything unless we wake up and do something. So without wasting further time, we are going to delve straight into today's court proceedings, that we may understand exactly what transpired today in Lati, Finland. Just like as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the network, that what happened today, why the criminal who came to testify against the child of Elohim was put to shame. When he was going, he said, I wish. That's to prove to all of us that they know what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. So before we continue, let us first of all watch this very video. After watching the video, then I begin to pieces every single thing that happened today live in Päijät-Häme District Court, Lati, Finland. Let us watch this video.
Na egwu nke a na-ala ụla bịa onye ya vidiyo anyị.
Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ọ na-eme ọ dago
Heavenly Father, you are
wonderful, you are excellent, marvelous. We worship you, Lord, for you are wonderful. You got the whole world in your hands. Hallelujah! Heavenly Father, you are wonderful. You are excellent. You are marvelous. We worship you, Lord, for you are wonderful. You got the whole world in your hands. Hallelujah! Whole world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands. Paul and Silas. Deliver Paul and Silas. Lord will deliver Paul and Silas. You surely deliver. Oh, deliver the boy. Deliver Paul and Silas. Oh, deliver the boy. Deliver Paul and Silas. Lord will deliver Paul and Silas. You surely deliver. He delivered Paul and Silas. He delivered Paul and Silas. He delivered Paul and Silas. He will surely deliver us.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning from wherever you are watching. Nwada Obi from Biafra Republic Government in Exile is speaking from Lati. Magistrate Court. We are here live and direct. And here we have Biafrans standing next to Honorable Bryson Okoma, the Minister of Brigade Foreign Affairs. So today, the court session has ended. And of course, we are going home with joy and hope. So, Honorable Dr. Bryson Okoma is going to give us a brief update on what transpired today in the court. So, take a listen. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Olve. Today is August 19th, 2026, here at Lati. August 20th. Yes, sorry. Today is August 20th, 2026, here at Lati District Court. The session ended a few minutes ago, around 3:45 p.m. and several remarkable things happened. The first section was a witness, a false witness for that matter, who came, bore false witness against the atrocities our people are subjected to in Biafra land, and made several false statements, false equivalencies, shied away from assigning responsibility to who actually is responsible for the crisis, where he chose to blame the people that are presenting solutions to the problem. Then after that, we had an expert witness who appeared to have been very constructive. He spent the least amount of time because he wasn't saying anything controversial, right? So the prosecution didn't challenge him, the defense didn't challenge him. It was a pleasant session. Then after that, another witness came, who was a journalist that visited Biafra land.
In Enugu.
In Enugu.
Yeah, he visited Enugu. Yeah.
So, again, a lot of talk about sit at home. Yes, but at the end, PM asked him very poignant questions, including asking him questions about how he obtained visa to travel to Nigeria. As it turned out, his initial visa application was denied, and after which his second application was approved. Now, if you hear me say that, you wouldn't immediately understand what that means. What it means is that because Nigeria didn't thought he would be favorable to Biafra, so they declined his visa application. Through backdoor, Nigeria was assured that he was going to write against Biafra agitation. Then they gave him visa. Now he went to Nigeria, made all these false allegations, including that sit-at-home investment in Biafra land. Now again, you trust our PM, very smart guy, very spontaneous. I haven't seen anybody as spontaneous as PM. So PM asked him, can you name one or two investments that Nigeria made in Biafra land before sit-at-home? This sit-at-home that is stopping investment, that has turned people's life upside down. Can you name one or two investments that Nigeria made in Biafra land before sit-at-home started? He couldn't name any. So the witnesses, and he retracted. Okay, like these are people that witnessed in the first trial, Now, PM asked him specific questions to know whether he still stood by what he said in the first time. She's reminding me that 2 times he changed from what he said before to what he's saying now. So that alone is self-contradictory. So he begins to yeah, so as per how he got his information, since he's not resident in Nigeria, PM said that he gave this journalist, Father Mbaka's contact, and of course everybody knows Father Mbaka is about
it's a very important message.
Most popular man of God back home, and he didn't contact him, and so that means he's not really looking for the truth, right? So that is significant. Then this evening PM took a stand and narrated our history right from 1860 to 1914 to independence, and according to his narrative, first pogrom against us 1935, 37, then 45, 60, 63, 66, then 67 to 70, from 70 to 80, 81, 82, 83. He kept going year after year. He kept going year after year, up to 85. Things that happened before 85. He wasn't born. He was born in 85, and all of us cried, including PM himself, but we urged him to be strong, which he quickly regained his composure and went from 85 to 90, 91, 92, 93, 2000, 2001, 2002, including in 2005 or 6, a cartoon of Muhammad done in Denmark. Denmark is a neighboring country to Finland. How does that translate to Biafrans being killed back home, right? The other instance is
Donald Trump.
US war. No, US, you didn't mention that, but it's important to point out that when US started its war against in Afghanistan in 2001, right? Most countries in the world, they burned flag, American flag. They burned George Bush's flag. But it was only in Nigeria that people had to be killed. It was only in Nigeria that they killed Biafrans. So this pattern has been there. The PM took us all the way to 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, Chibok girls abduction, and then how Buhari was represented Boko Haram in the negotiations around that, and then how Buhari became president, and gradually how these mass killings, which spread across the north, how gradually they shifted from the north to the Middle Belt and to Biafra land, and now to burning churches as part of the, PM always spoke about the 1989 Abuja Declaration, which was the agenda-setting conference they had at the instance of Organization of Islamic Conference. From that, they started attacking churches in Biafra land, and eventually talked about all the killings, including Onyendu's family killings, including Ojiriva killing, including
Ekpa massacre,
including Aba, including
NSAS,
all of it, right? So he went through that, and frankly, he has a remarkable retentive memory, right? He was saying all this without looking at anything. So, I mean, PM is a gift. And of course,
Yes.
we have two great men, Onyendu for Christ's sake and his son Pierre. So we should all be happy. We should all be happy. And anyway, just to summarize, PM continued to say all these things with extreme conviction. I don't think anybody in that, any of the judges would be judging, would be doubting the authenticity of what he was saying. And then every now and then he projected his questions and remarks at the prosecutor. And you know what? He started by saying that the prosecutor would render an apology
Yes.
to him, and that the prosecutor at the end of this trial will see that Nigeria scammed him.
Yes.
Right? He's a victim of Nigeria's scam.
Yes.
That's what he said. So, and we are hoping that by the time this trial is ended, again, one thing is clear: they don't want to look at the evidence. All these gory killings, people being throats being slit, or even heads being cut off, this court doesn't want to see that. But I'm telling them that these are images our people, old, young, children are subjected to. So if finished adults are not willing to look at them, why not toss out this case? Why not say you don't have jurisdiction? Because if you cannot watch the crime we are facing every day, why are you dealing with our case? So it's another reason why they don't have jurisdiction on this case. This is just basic, you know. And then English too, sometimes the translation, it can be screwed up. And, you know, above all, we don't have problem with Finland. This case is between us, the jihadists, and Nigeria government. Why are they not here? Is this not a case of selective justice? If there are multiple parties to a case and you are trying only one person, I mean, anyway, we are hoping that Finland will retrace their part, their step, and do the right thing, dismiss these cases, apologize to our PM, and pay him compensation, and recognize our right to self-determination.
Yes.
Because they killed us city after city in the north, and sometimes the killing spread across multiple northern states as if it's pre-planned and choreographed, and then gradually shifted down south. Before, when they were killing us in the north, we never did reprisal attacks. And then they shifted from killing us in the north now to killing us in our own
Homeland.
native land. And then, I mean, as human beings, at some point, you have to stand up and say, man, I've had enough. And that's where we are. So PM ended it with saying that the ultimate solution to what's going on in Nigeria is having an independent Biafra. With an independent Biafra, we will be able to collaborate with the North, with the West, and North, of course, Europe, right? And then jointly we will confront jihadism, because it's a threat that all of us will face at one point or the other. But definitely, these people, they want to conquer the world, and they wouldn't spare anybody. Eventually, people will confront it at different times, but the earlier we recognize this threat, the better for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right, we have to begin with what happened today, or should I say the last part of today's proceedings and how it all ended. So I was saying, recall, there's a certain journalist who went to Enugu from Finland and finally wrote an article against the Biafra restoration and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. And that very particular journalist claimed that he met one family in Enugu State where they claimed that it was Mazi Samuel Ekpa and Joko that unalived their father. So our PM now began to, cross-examine this particular journalist. And it was not funny. It was not funny. So PM asked him, how did he manage to obtain his visa? Because the first time he applied, the visa was denied. And remember, he applied as a journalist. Remember, when you want to apply for visa to any country from your country, you must tell them what you are going there to do. And you must tell them, your occupation. It is very, very important. It's one of the most important things. These are probably the two most important things that they ask you. Your occupation in your country of origin, or so in your country of residence, or in your country of citizenship. Yes. Then they will now ask you, what are you going to do to the place where you are going? Remember, the people who are questioning you are the people from that country where you want to go, because you go to their embassy or high commission to obtain visa, right? So the reason why they ask you what you are going there to do is for them to know that you're not going there to cause nuisance. And the reason why they ask you what you are doing, your occupation in your country of where you base, is for them to know that you have something tangible. Like if you are going out from Nigeria here to any country in the world, they want to know if you have any tangible thing that you do in Nigeria that will bring you back, something that will make you to come back to Nigeria after you must have, or you might have visited their own country. So they ask you these questions. Now, the very first time this journalist went to Nigerian embassy to ask for visa in Finland, they denied him visa. The moment he told them that he is a journalist, they denied him visa. You know why? Because they thought he was going there to document things about Nigeria and Biafra, because he told them what part of Nigeria he was going. So they denied him visa. In the second, now the second time he went back to the embassy, because they gave him, they told him some few things that, look, the reason why they denied you visa, because in the first instance, there is no any reason why Nigeria embassy should deny a Finnish citizen visa, because Finland is far, far better than Nigeria. So what are you denying him visa for? Like, can you give him reason why you should a Finnish citizen visa? He's not coming to rot in Nigeria. He's not coming to rot in Nigeria. So he's just coming for visitation and then go back to his country. Now they gave him expo, the reason why they denied him visa and what he has to do when asking for a visa for the second time. He went back and now lied to his ancestors. No, he didn't lie this time around. This time around, he didn't lie. He told them that he's going there to document against the Biafra, because he was already in touch. He was in touch with the members of DOS. Cool, down, because I'm going to tell you some things that will shock you. You understand me? So the man was in collaboration with the DOS members. A lot happened today. So when the DOS members told him what to say and how to go about it, that it is because they do not know why he's going. They thought he's going there to document some things that will, make that will help Biafra. So if he wants to go again to ask for visa, he must tell them that he's actually going there to document something against Biafra, according to the DOS, and I will prove it. I will prove it to you now. So it did not end there. The guy now went back. The guy went back to the to Nigerian embassy for the second time, which he went to ask for visa. Now he told them why he's going to Nigeria. The moment he told them why he's going to Nigeria, they gave him visa. So now, our PM, after questioning him, he denied. Now, first of all, of course, after he denied that is not the reason why he was going to Nigeria, that's not why he was denied a visa or whatever, blah 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 blah. Now, good. Our prime minister now asked him, the journalist, if is something that he wants to. Sorry, our prime minister now asked him how he met with a more powerful, how he connect, how did he manage to connect with a more powerful. Something very, very. In the moment our PM asked him that very question, Okuja, the man Akuja. You understand? Egwabia, Ojuoya, because part of the things he wrote on the article that he published, I think that was last year, if I'm not mistaken. So he said that IPOB spokesperson Emma Powerful contacted him while he was in his hotel room. I want people to understand the mess we are in. I also want you to understand the part of the reasons why this particular new so-called new DOS are completely blind, deaf, and dumb over the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. They come, they pretend they are looking for peace, they are looking for, this and that, but they are completely, against that very peace that they preach. Why I'm bringing it to this new DOS, I know that people who have testified already, the likes of Isaac Ikalo and what's his name, Williams Nwokedi. I know that they are working with Chike Dozie. They are working with Chike Dozie. But now, by the time they interviewed this particular Finnish journalist, who told them how he communicated with a more powerful while he was in hotel in Nigeria. So it was a more powerful that coordinated the so-called family that he met in Enugu State, that he interviewed in Enugu State. It was a more powerful that coordinated the family that they used for propaganda, that claimed that it was Simon Ekpa and Joko that unalived their father. I want you now to begin to understand the rot, how things have rot. In fact, how the people you are dealing with actually. Are you paying attention? Emma Powerless communicated with the guy. And when our PM asked him how, he communicated, how he got in touch, or how he managed to, connect with IPOB spokesperson, Emma Powerless, he couldn't speak again. Ikagwea. Then our PM told the journalist that there is something he want to ask him that has been disturbing him since the last time he came to the court. He appeared in the court to testify against him. Then our PM said, last time, this same journalist said that African people, specifically Nigeria, do not know how to handle their own or resolve their issues on their own. Then and that they cannot compare them with that they cannot compare them or compare what is happening in Nigeria to Lati people, like they are their own people there, which is the Finnish people, of course. But today, the man is saying a different thing completely, which goes contrary to what he said previously in in his last court appearance. And then the man start apologizing to our prime minister. All of a sudden, Obidoyo Wabiko. Yotago, Obidoyo Wabiko. So the man said he went to Nigeria also to do campaign. Imagine. The man also, they just jumping from one pole to another. Because the man said he also went to Nigeria to do campaign for Peter Obi. They're jumping from one pole to another. Even our prime minister asked him which political party Peter Obi belonged. Peter Obi belonged to during the time that he traveled to Nigeria. He traveled to Nigeria. And also our PM asked him about the kids, those kids that claim that our PM by their papa. Our PM asked whether those kids are, that the journalists talked about, if the kids are connected with the campaign that he went to do for Peter Obi in Nigeria. So the whole thing was like the man doesn't even know what to say. How could you go to give witness against somebody, but you don't know what to say? You don't even know where to start or where to end your matter. Unbelievable. So, as if that is not enough. Now, the journalist also said that the seat at home has changed, has chased away investment in the Southeast. The journalist said, "Onokwa Finland, that sit at home. These are the things, the lies that they were told by Emma Powerless." You understand? So our prime minister asked him to ask the journalist to tell the court either 2 or 3 investments that was chased away or that were either brought in Southeast or chased away with this, by the seat at home during that time, or that the Nigerian government brought to the Southeast, and then those investments were chased away by the seat at home. Just mention 1, 2, or 3 of the investments. And the man, he has absolutely nothing to say. He has nothing to say. So our PM also asked him if he met Father Mbaka or if he communicated with Father Mbaka when he traveled to Nigeria, to Southeast. He said no. Our PM said that it would be good that they contact Father Mbaka and speak to him, because Father Mbaka, ask Father Mbaka what is happening in the Southeast, or in Enugu to be precise, because Father Mbaka based in Enugu, and the man claimed that he went to Enugu. You understand me? So now, because our PM told them, because Father Mbaka is the most famous Reverend Father in entire Nigeria. So it is very, very important that they communicate with him, Father Mbaka, as a Reverend Father who knows every single thing that is happening within his domain. But guess what? The man could not be able to communicate with Father Mbaka because they have already planned every single thing that they wanted to do. You understand? Please let me know once again if my voice is coming out, if you can hear me loud and clear. Very, very important. Somebody said, Ada, Ada is whispering some wise words in our Prime Minister's ear, of course. So let me know in the comment section if my voice is coming out, please. And you can as well support this very program. Una forgive na network na aga. Again, what a stronger one. So our Prime Minister asked the journalist, how did you connect with IPOB? Okay, I've already said IPOB members in my powerless. Also reminded him about the thing he wrote on his article that he published sometime in the past about him, Mazi Simon Ekpa. which Emapa Wallace, the IPOB spokesperson, also, communicated with him while he was in his hotel room. That particular question is yet to be answered up till now. Now, our Prime Minister began to speak after that very moment. Our Prime Minister started speaking to the court. He began to narrate all his own story. Of course, after the cross-examination of the witnesses, both the journalists and the former the IPOB member, the one that left before the journalist came. He told the court that he wants to begin by telling the prosecutors that the best way for them, both the prosecutors and the so-called witnesses, is to tender unreserved apology to him, he himself, to tender apology to him, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for bringing up these kind of frivolous charges against him, and for falling for Nigerian scam, because Nigeria has scammed them. They are falling victim of Nigerian scam, because Nigeria is a country that does not respect, international laws, international treaties, or even human rights. Because we all know this, that the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, does not respect international treaties or human rights. Then he started by telling them in 18th century how the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, was invaded even before it became Nigeria. How they invaded the zoo, colonized Nigeria, of course, the British, how they colonized the zoo. He told them about Usman Danfodio. Even before the invasion of Nigeria, before the colonization of Nigeria, Usman Danfodio had already invaded the northern Nigeria, and the reverse became the case. He told them that before the invasion of Usman Danfodio, there was no Islam in the north. They were traditional worshippers, the Hausas. You understand? Up until the invasion of Usman Danfodio. He told them all the stories about Usman Danfodio, how he invaded the north, and from the north, he invaded the north, he started slaughtering the Hausa people. Anywhere he invaded, slaughtered the people, he took over the land. He conquered them. He used the ones that believe in whatever he was telling them to fight the remaining ones who did not believe in them, and slaughter their kings, and then install emirs by himself. Install emirs by himself. And remember, this thing has happened already before before the coming of the British. You understand? That is the reason why when Britain invaded Nigeria, when Britain came before, because there was no Nigeria back then, that's why it was very, very easy for Britain to use them. It was very, very easy for Britain to use the Northerners, because they know, first of all, if they want to use Fulanis know how to invade and conquer. So with their own philosophy and technology, it will be easier for Fulani to work for them as the British people in the colonialism era, or neo-colonization era, which is what is happening right now. So he told them that the same Usman Danfodio that invaded the north, slaughtered people, and took over the north, this same Usman Danfodio was marching down to the east. As he was marching down the east, because he slaughtered people from the north to the west, now conquer them. That is the reason why in the west today you have 60% ndị na-akụ isi naanị and 40% ndị na-aga ụlọ ụka, ndị na-aga church, because Usman Dan Fodio was able to conquer North and the West, like his branch, was extended to the Western Nigeria. Now, on his way to the East, that is when he was stopped. He was stopped on his way to the East. And he also told them that that particular agenda of Usman Dan Fodio is what the Northerners are fighting to accomplish today. Because that particular agenda that he failed to accomplish in the East has not died. That agenda never died. And that is the reality. That is the truth. Because if you check, if you see the way the Fulanis are operating, you will understand what that particular word means. You will understand that yes, it is true that what the Fulanis are fighting to accomplish is the same Usman Dan Fodio's agenda in our land. Right? So it did not end there. Now, our Prime Minister now told them about the amalgamation of the zoo, how the British amalgamated Nigeria in 1914, including the agreement that they reached that after 100 years, if any part of the country, because back then you have three major ethnic groups, which is Igbo, Hausa, and the Yoruba. So the agreement was after 100 years, if any part of this entity feels that they are going to revisit the agreement. So if any part thinks or feel like, no, we are no longer comfortable with this, it's no longer working, that they are free to leave the union after 100 years. And that 100 years has already passed in 2014. This is 2026. And they are still unaliving people, forcing people to remain with that particular union that has already expired in 2014. So our people told the court, our PM told the court about this particular 100 years amalgamation agreement, which, remember, our own people were not there. All this agreement of a thing, there is no any record that said that one Igbo man was there, because they don't like the Igbo people. You know why? Because they fought for 30 good years. The British fought 30 years, fought the Igbos 30 good years before they were able to subdue the Igbos to agree to one Nigeria. The others were very easy. They subdued the West, they subdued the North, they conquered them within a twinkling of an eye. They didn't even mount any sort of resistance. But the Igbo said, no, we are not going to allow you to conquer us. They fought for 30 years. The British, with their arms and ammunition, with their technology back then, were able to, Igbo people were able to stand them for 30 years. And they knew what they saw in the hands of the Igbo people before. And ọkwa sabotage ka ajikwa wee kọnkakwa ndị Igbo. Ọkwa sabo ntị ka ọ bụ today ka o mewara anyị ife. Ọ bụ today ka sabo ntị ike sabotage mewara anyị ife. Imagine ma powerless nọ na Ghana na communicate with the Finnish media. Akpọrọ gaa Enugu ga mee propaganda video. Emma powerless. Isaac Kalu wetalo kpọtalụ onye akpọrọ media journalist wee welu nọmba ya tụọlụ Emma powerless nọ na Ghana as the so-called IPOB media and publicity secretary. Emma powerless na control ya ga coordinate ta one family na Enugu ama o nwere ike. No, last time we checked, Emma powerless bụ onye Anambra State. but Enugu bụ ana Igbo, so they can, do their propaganda anywhere or any place. I believe the reason why Fajueme in Enugu, it might before pharmacy hall, even till today, they are still wondering where Simon Ekpa came from. Some of them see from Calabar, no onye Calabar. Some of them see Akwa Ibom. Some of them see Ogoja. So they wanted something that is closer to him, so that they don't say, because this one is far, we don't know about it. They controlled a certain individuals in Enugu State, which they used for that very propaganda video or propaganda so-called investigative journalism, which our prime minister asked them the other time, why did you visit only one family? Why didn't you go around the Biafra land, around the Igbo territory, to question many, many people so that you can get a tangible information that you needed? So, Sabon Tike tego mewala anyị ive. Sabon Tike ema powerless nọ na Ghana wee na control onye kpọrọ onwe ya Finnish journalist wee ga mee propaganda investigative journalism with only one family. Otego Sabo mewala anyị ive. Now, our PM also told the court, very, very importantly, that during the amalgamation of the zoo in 1914, there was a document signed that, of course, which only after 100 years, anybody who is not, who is not okay, who is no longer comfortable with the, the union, should look for their way. So after that, our PM also told the court that the very first Igbo pogrom that happened in the northern Nigeria started in a place called Katsina, which is the present-day Katsina state. Then the second Igbo pogrom happened in 1945. And remember, all of these times that these programs are happening in Nigeria, Nigeria has already become a country under British rule. So in 1945, there was also a massacre of Igbo people in the northern Nigeria. And this time around, it happened in a place called Jos, which is the present-day Plateau State. You understand? So, our PM also told the court that in 1953, and remember, all these things on off head, and he also assured the court that there is that every single thing that he's saying is verifiable. Is verifiable. They can search all these histories and information on the internet. They are all there. They are all there, including the videos, numerous video evidences that he has, which I don't know why. I don't know the reason why the court today refused to watch those videos. The court today refused to watch those videos, which is one of the most important things that they're supposed to do today. One of the most important things they're supposed to do today, because one of the moment our PM was talking, our PM said there's a video our PM was presenting that he wanted them to play. They refused. They refused to play that video. So we need to know this. We need to know. It's very, very important that we know this. And they were claiming they don't want to see those gory images. That is exactly what they were claiming. So we need to know these things. All right, very, very important. We need to know last time on the 18th, they played video. 17th, they played some videos. On 18th, no, on the 17th on the 17th, yeah, they played some videos on the 17th. On the 18th, which was day before yesterday, they also played some videos. Now, why today they don't want to those videos to be played. Why? Who can tell us why? What is the reason? I don't know. So, because our PM told them, there is something he said today, which he told them that he want them to air that video. They said no, they don't want to see those gory images. So if you cannot see those gory images, how then will you get the first class information of what the Biafran people are passing through? How would you get the first class information of everything that they are explaining to you? Why wouldn't you want to see those videos? Just like Mr. Bryson Ekoma said, if they don't want to see the videos, meaning that they have already confirmed what is happening to Biafran people in the hands of Nigeria, so they should trash the case and apologize to our Prime Minister for keeping him almost 2 years in custody. So they must trash the case since they don't want to see the videos. Because for them not wanting to see the video, meaning that it is confirmed. It is confirmed that they already know what Nigeria is doing to Biafrans. They already know. So, our PM told the court that in 1953, there was another Igbo pogrom where thousands of Igbo Christians were massacred in the northern Nigeria again. Still under the British rule, of course. And out of all these things happening, Britain did not do anything. British government in Nigeria did not do nothing because they hated the Igbos for resisting them for 30 years, for stressing them for 30 years, and for the gift of God, for the blessings and the endowment of God in us. That is the reason why they don't like it. British people want OES members. They want yes, sir. They want yes, sir. The only thing they like is yes, sir. They don't like opposers. They don't like anyone that will oppose them. They don't like it. Britain doesn't like it. They don't like it. So they want the extermination of our people because they feel like Igbos are too wise. Wiser than the other tribes in the zoo called Nigeria, because it took them, of course, 30 good years before they were able to amalgamate Nigeria and conquer Igbos and amalgamate Nigeria because of sabotage. Sabon. How many of you remember that Ekumeku war? Ekumeku war. Based on history, agwala anyị that na out of that 30 years resistance of Ekumeku war, na ọ na-abụ ndị Britain, ndị ọcha na-agba ndị Igbo egbe, ọ naghị epu. Na-egekwanụ ntị o. Ndị ọcha gbaa ndị Igbo egbe because ha ji na egbe wee bịa, ha gbaa ka ha ji egbe ka ha ji wee gbawusie ndị mmadụ, ha ji wee subdue Africa. So ha gbaa ndị Igbo egbe ọma mpu. Agba ndị Igbo egbe ọma mpu. Then ndị Igbo ndị ọcha wee na-awọndazisi ka ife na-eme. Egburu agbu agwụgwụ. I hope my voice is still coming out, please. Egbuo ha gwụgwụ. Then ndị ọcha wee jụwazie ọ gịnị na-eme? Ọ gịnị na-eme? Then they start bringing few Igbo people and they started giving them money, asking them, what is the secret? Why these people, why when we shoot at them, it does not penetrate, it doesn't enter? What is the secret? They start giving some of the fulefus in this sabo. They started tipping them, started giving them money, started giving them some flashy things to induce them. That is how they leak the secret of Ekumeku fighters. How many of you know this history that I just said? That is how they leak the secret of Ekumeku fighters. Agazi gameluzie omenani ụmụ Igbo ji wee chele onwe fa wee na-anọ agha Ekumeku. Fameluo omenani ndị Igbo ji wee na-anọ chele onwe fa wee na-anọ agha Ekumeku. Emesizi ebe a ka ebidozi ha gbaa egbe ọba. That is the only way Faji wee subdue ndị Igbo after 30 years. Ọkwa Sabo ntị ike gburu anyị. That we were na ndị Britain were able to subdue our people. Or Sabo ntị ike. If you look at the comment section, you see people are confirming what I'm saying. They say they know about it. So, Sabo Burani, and how can they book it today? So they believe that even if they leave the zoo, eventually, of course, the Igbos, if the Igbos are the helm of affairs, that it will still be very, very, very difficult for them, if not impossible, to control Nigeria. So what did they do? The target was to subdue the Igbo Christian people. You understand me? That is the reason why they allow all those pogroms, all those massacres that happened while they were still, ruling Nigeria and pulling the strings. And these particular Igbo people we are talking about are those who have embraced the same Western education and civilization. Now, he told the court everything concerning the Igbo people in Nigeria, about the massacre that took place in 1966. In 1966, that led to Aburi Accord. Our PM told the court everything that they needed to know about Aburi Accord. The Biafra genocide that happened in 1967 to 1970, because after the Gowon refused to obey or to obey the agreement that they signed in Aburi, Biafran people gathered to say, if we cannot agree this, if we cannot agree to what we said in Aburi, then we declare Biafra. And that led to the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war. Our PM told the court that if you look at this, you see that this is not the first time, that it has been a very long time that the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom started not only massacring the Biafran people, but also disobeying the laws, both the international agreement and also local agreements. That Nigeria has been disobeying laws for a very long time. It did not start today. Then the massacre that happened in 1980, in 1992, it happened with the time Muhammad Buhari took over as military head of state. He also told them about the 20 pounds that was given to Biafrans after their properties and their wealth had been confiscated by the Nigerian state after the Civil War. Then he also told them the massacre that took place in 1985 when he himself was born, our prime minister. And then that is the moment he became so emotional, and our prime minister Alberto Obieh broke down in tears. He broke down in tears because of that very incident, because of what happened when he was born. And that very massacre that happened in 1985 took place in Zaria, a place called Zaria. He told the court about one thing, about the one that happened in Borno State, Medugri, the one that happened in Adamawa, and the one that happened in Kano in 1980, and the one for 1985 massacre that happened in Zaria, Kaduna. It was so emotional, actually, especially at this point. He also told them about the 1989 Abuja Declaration that aimed to turn the Zoological Republic into Islamic State without the consent of other ethnic nationalities in the zoo and other religions in the entire Zoological Republic. That is exactly what led to registering Nigeria into Islamic organization around the globe as official Islamic State without the consent of other religions and ethnic nationalities. And since that time, since that very time till today, that is when the real massacre from that 1989 Abuja Declaration is when the real massacre began in Nigeria. He told them about the massacre of Igbo people in 1993 and 1998, which one of them happened in Zango Kataf, and also the other one happened in a place called Funtua. And remember, all of this history, Obuyani Fanchani Nenisi. Obucha Fanchani Nenisi Weneku. All of them, Obuyanisi. So it did not end there. He told them about the massacre of Igbo people across the entire northern region, northern states, especially in Borno State, Meduguri, in Kaduna, in Kano, that happened in the year 2001 and 2002. He also told them that these massacres usually occur seasonal. It is a seasonal thing, something that happens season by season. Maybe sometime it happened like 2-3 years. After when the massacre take place, like the massacre take place this year, they will wait. They will give it like 2 years later or 3 years later, even sometimes 5 years later, then another massacre will occur again. It's a seasonal thing. You understand? It occurs season by season. They can massacre Igbo this year, and then they wait for some time, like after 5 years. It's a coordinated attack against the Igbo people. If anything happens elsewhere, anything, then the lives of Igbo people will pay the price for whatever that happened elsewhere. Our PM also told the court that he's not making up any story, that everything he's saying there is verifiable, 100%. In 2002, there was a Biafran. He told them about a Biafran woman that called Agbare Darego. Agbare Darego that won Miss World in 2002. Agbare Darego. Because of that very woman, Agbare Darego, that won Miss World in 2022, there was a massacre in northern Nigeria where Igbo Biafrans were specifically targeted and mauled in cold blood in almost all northern states in the northern Nigeria. Igbos were massacred because a Biafran lady won Miss World. So Igbos have to now pay the price because a Biafran woman won Miss World. What do you call that? They say that it's abomination for a Biafran woman to become the most beautiful woman in the world. It is haram, abomination. Then the Igbos have to pay the price in the north. In 2004, also there was another Igbo massacre in Plateau State. He also told the court that in 2006, Christians, mostly Biafrans, were massacred in the northern Nigeria simply because somebody drew a cartoon of Onisifa in Denmark. Simply because a cartoon was drawn in Denmark of Onyanaki Sinani, the Northerners began to massacre innocent Biafrans in the north because somebody known as Denmark or Onyocha draw cartoon or news and then it is nani. Aboya blasphemy. Ejide kwa onye ọchagbuo. Ejide they did not invade Denmark. Ozi ndị Igbo nọzi na North, ndị na-efe Chukwu nọ na North ka ejidere gbuo gbuchashia fancha. So he then told the court that this is the mentality. This is the mentality that we are dealing with in Nigeria. He told the court that in 2008, over 300 people were massacred in Jos in 2008, in Jos alone. I remember all of these things were all recorded and documented. None of them is a story. They're all something that actually happened in this our lifetime. In 2009, there was a riot. There was a riot in northern Nigeria in support of Boko Haram, which they said that Western education is evil. And during that riot, many Igbo Christian Biafrans were massacred in the north. And in 2010, they started burning down churches in northern Nigeria, which affected innocent Biafrans and other Christians in the region. He also told the court about Jonathan Goodluck, confab, which they called a national conference or something like that. You understand? Which was a way to find a way to resolve this dangerous diversity that British colonial masters has put everybody into, all of us into it. But at the end of the day, after they have done everything, represented by everybody, like all the tribes, all the states, all the clans, all the languages, everybody was represented in that very national conference, confab. Then, after that, when they came to, when they reached a resolution, the northern politicians sat on that very resolution till today. It has never been utilized. Till today, it has never been utilized because they enjoy the massacre and the extermination of the Christian race, the Christian Biafrans and other races in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, especially the Biafrans. Unbelievable. It did not end there. They continue. They continued. Today, working on today about fire for fire. I'm telling you. Now, the northern Nigeria began to support. Of course, they began to support Boko Haram, which even it did not end there. They even appointed Buhari. To be the chief negotiator. The Boko Haram appointed Buhari, who later became the president of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, as their representative to negotiate between Boko Haram sect and the Nigerian government under Jonathan Ebele Goodluck, and the North was fully in support of it. The same way they are supporting Gumi now, who is now the chief negotiator between Fulani bandit, the ones they call bandits, and the federal government of the zoo. Gumi has even built a school inside forest for Fulani bandits. One of the unforgettable statements made by Buhari when he finally became the president was that he cannot treat the Igbos who gave him 5% vote with the same level of treatment that he will give to other people who gave him 97% vote. Iconic statement against the Igbo people in Nigeria. Then what he did was to send the military to Biafra land, to Southeast especially, and the order was shoot and buy any individual, anybody that mentioned Biafra, anybody who show anything at all in support of Biafra, make sure that that person is gone down. This is from Muhammad Buhari upon assuming office as the president of the Zoological Republic. On the 30th of August 2015, our Prime Minister told the court the massacre of Biafrans began in Biafra land. On the 30th of August 2015, the massacre of Biafrans began in Biafra land, in southeast and south Biafra land. And Biafrans were unalived in Enugu. Biafrans were unalived in Onitsha. Mpo. Biafrans were unalived in Aba. Biafrans were unalived in Asaba. Asaba is south. Biafrans were unalived everywhere that they claim to be south. Biafrans were unalived in Uyo. Biafrans were unalived in Uyo, which is south. Biafrans were also buried in Port Harcourt, which is also south. Biafrans were buried in Bayelsa, which is south. He told the court that the prosecutor, who said that it is happening only in the southeast, even the prosecutor acknowledged that something is happening in the southeast. Now, Biafrans are being buried by the zoo government in the southeast. Our PM said, prosecutor told the court that it is only happening in the southeast, whereas in south, Biafrans were also buried. And all this unaliving of our people that happened back then, Nigeria media only reported that 40 people were unalived. Nigeria media said only 40 people were unalived. All the massacre of innocent people, the one they, eventually managed to report, they said it was only 40 people. Unbelievable. On December 10th and 17th of on 10th and 17th of December 2015, Biafrans were buried in numbers. Then January 18th and 29th, specifically, hundreds of Biafrans were unalived on the order of Muhammadu Buhari, who was then the president of the Zoological Republic. Muhammadu Buhari. And people thought it was a joke, actually. When this massacre began, they thought it was a joke. Oh. They thought it was a joke. Can you imagine? And remember that time, there was no defense. The Biafran people were not able to defend themselves. There was no resistance. People were murdered in cold blood, unarmed civilians. He also reminded the court that the video who is calling me? Is my voice no longer coming out? Is my voice no longer coming out? I wonder how people will be calling me in the midst of program like this. Please let me know if my voice is coming out, please. And we can remind him about my voice. This person who is calling me, please don't call me. I'm in the middle of program. If you call me again, I'll block you. Don't call me, please. I'm in the middle of program. If you want to contribute to the program, you wait. When I'm done, when I open the phone, you can call, or maybe you call me later after the program if you are not calling to contribute to the program. And sometimes now they call, they just tell you where don't work. May God bless you to watch it. Please, if you are calling me to tell me where don't work, or write it as a message, please. Because no matter cambo. Now, our Prime Minister also reminded the court of the video where Muhammadu Buhari went to Al Jazeera for an interview. How many of you remember the video we played just the other day, where Muhammadu Buhari, the Al Jazeera lady, was trying to show Muhammadu Buhari about what is happening, how his own military, his soldiers, by the innocent Biafrans in Aba National High School. Buhari said he doesn't want to see. He tried to play the video for him, but he said no, he doesn't want to watch. And that thing happened in Aba. So he also told them, the court, that the oil that they are using to buy Biafrans is actually located in Biafra land. And Nigeria government, through the northern politicians, claim the ownership, the total ownership of the oil, which is located in Biafra land. Almost all the oil wells are owned and controlled by the northern politicians. Almost all the oil wells. Why the oil is located in Biafra land? How can we allow this shame to continue? The resources that is in our own land. I want people to understand that the mess that we are in. Oil that is in our own land, in my fatherland, in my father's compound, I cannot be able to control it. Then somebody na atagoro si Zango Kataf, si Kotongori, si Manfe, where Bazina control uzi the same oil on my own father's compound, and I cannot do anything. I cannot speak. Nkwoko ojiame bam gogo. Then I ask us, when are we going to continue living like this? When are we going to, continue living like this? If we don't fight our way out, we are in trouble. Now, today, I chose it for video. Today, they don't want to play video anymore. I'm the reason why they don't want to play the video. I don't know. And the lawyer did not fight for it. I told us on the 17th that Uche was running up and down with the lawyer, persuading lawyer to give him his number. Which na lawyer mechan near number ya Oseba Anariye, which never showed in the court again. Court was still going on. Oh, court kanokwa na aga, court kana agakwa n'iru Uche Nariye. The moment on at our lawyer number ya, agame one nonsense family of a press release. Na court, every court took at the on, ni me court ka de kwa on. Unbelievable. Court ka de on, muchukwu okike abịama. Some people nolo na entrance of the court na press release. Court de on na ganiru on the 17th. Uche Narie, nalo number na. Somebody put on my program yesterday quote something and say I'm actually speculate. Yaka wendi. Somebody quote something and say I'm actually speculate and I won't hide. I won't home the information. And goes out based on Finland, on Finland. I don't have that information and I don't want to speculate. But they could go kuanwa. Aya no go koye na mmadu kuria, even though we don't have the information. Ekugo dioku. Kana agekwa no bi kajina aka. Asekwa anya agbala war. Obokwa war. I'm just reminding us. I'm just reminding us because today our PM defended himself gallantly. Our people were very, very happy with the way he defended himself. But we have one issue. We have one issue. That issue is that the judges did not allow him to play the videos that he was supposed to play, the video evidences that he has, and the lawyer did not fight for it because it is the job of the lawyer, not even the defendant. It is the job of the lawyer. The defendant have nothing to say. He has made a request to air the video. The lawyer say no. So, not the lawyer, the judges say no. So it is the job of the lawyer to challenge that decision. That's why you are an attorney. That's why you are a legal representative. It is the job of the lawyer to challenge that very decision, which the way this lawyer has been, carrying himself, representing our PM since the beginning of this case in some 5th up to today, he has been excellent. Everybody has been giving him 100% tick, 100% tick, 100% tick, 100% tick. Everybody, every person has been giving him 100% tick. But today, the video was not played and there was no challenge to that decision. So I am not speculating. I am not saying anything. I am just telling us, Kobili anye ebili nante, adeka amuma onichagwala obosi. And remember, nke na-ama lozo bụ na on the 17th of August, Uche was busy. Na-achụ lawyer, everybody saw him until ọ megide nata lawyer number ya. Ozugbo ọ natala ya number ya, ọ narị Uche wa onwezi onye furu Uche again. Onwezi onye furu Uche again. Court ka na-aga n'iru, some ụmụ okoko pụọ n'iru na entrance si na na-eme press release while court ka na-aga n'iru. People were sitting inside na court. People ka nọ na court, judges nọ na court, na-esi tie n'ime court na-ekpe ikpe. Some idiot so si na abịala ekwudoro ọbata obi pụọ na entrance of the court ga na-eme press release. Emecha press release nke awa, ha nọhọ na court until court finish. Ha bịakwara ịnọnyere ọbata obi. Ọkwa ndị bịara ịnọnyere ọbata obi ka unu na-afụ, because ọ na-abụ a na-ekwu unu feel propaganda, a na-ekwu ife ụdịka sabotage anyị nwere na this very struggle. Unu eche na ọ bụ propaganda, na ọwụ ọka na media wụ ọka a na-abụ na aghọta họ ife na-aga na ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma mepee na anya. Ekumeku wụ bụ ndị Igbo be anyị sabotajiri ya, Britain ji wee kọ nke anyị. Ọwụ onye Igbo be anyị buru ego Ojukwu bunyere ya la France ga nationalize ya na France. Onye Igbo bụ onye mere anyị ji wee lose 1970 genocide war. Onye Igbo be anyị mere, onye Nnewi. I have told us na anything Nigeria ya accomplish against us na this nke ikpeazụ a, ọwụkwa onye Fulani ya eme, na ọkwa onye Igbo ba ya eme, ndị ọkwa ndị nọkwa na struggle a ya emekwa ya. Ndị nọ na this struggle ka ya eji wee mee. Ekpa Powerless is the one that organized the Finnish journalist who traveled to Enugu to do propaganda video and propaganda journalism. Was organized by Ekpa Powerless. Or today ka anyị ma na Ekpa Powerless mere organize. Today ka anyị matalo. Onye ọbụla mepe anya adịkakwa amụma so that because ọ na-adị mma ife na-eme ka ịmala ebe ife na-eme isi. Ife na-eme gị ịmala ebe ife na-eme gị si. Onwe ike na-ekwu, onwe ike ọ bụ na ị na-asọpọtụ onye a na-agwa ilekwa ife na-aga, ọ dịghị ka ọ bụ ka na-akọjọ onye ahụ ma ọ bụ na ị like ife a na-ekwu gbasara onye ị na-asọpọtụ. But have you taken your time to pay attention to ife a na-ekwu? Nyuo anya ọfụma, malụgodo ebe mmiri si ba na opi ụgbagoro, malụ ma ife ndị a na-ekwu o nwere any atom of truth dị na ya. Have you taken your time to pay attention to these things? Have you taken your time to pay attention to this, to it? More than 1,500 innocent Biafrans were fired in Rivers State. Our Prime Minister told the court in Iguacha, Port Harcourt, to be precise. According to our PM, he told the court that their bodies were dumped in the river. Many were abducted and sent to northern Nigeria. They were dumped in a place called Juba, and also Wawa Barracks. Wawa Barracks is located in Niger State, which the attorney also presented the evidence to back it up. Many people were lie down. Now, this one of Nkebo Alumuobi, Nke a na-abụ nke gbawalụ m obi, nke gbalụ m kam n'obi. Many people were lied down and slaughtered in Ebonyi State, which happened in his own village. Our prime minister was telling the court that it actually happened in his own village. And he told the court that some of the women that he takes care of, because he told the court that he himself, our PM, told the court that he has a foundation in Ebonyi State. He has a foundation where he takes care of, widows. And he told the court that some of the money that he has worked for, Egon Alota, na Finland, that he usually sent the majority of this money to the village so that they can be able to use them to take care of these women, the widows. Imagine what these women will be doing all this while that our PM on email. Imagine if the only way of their means of survival, their means of livelihood was just taken away from them. These widows, he told them that he told the court that more than 200 of them that he's taking care of. More than 200. And many of these women were among the people that the Zoo Janjaweed Jihadist army slaughtered. They lie them down and slaughter them. They lie them down and slaughtered all of them. As in, some of the women that he's taking care of were among the people, among the over 200 people that the Nigerian jihadist army lie down and slaughtered in Ebonyi State. And our prime minister said, the video is there, but unfortunately, the court doesn't want him to play the video, at least to confirm. Over 200 people, including men and women, children and adults, were lie down, mapuchahani, slaughter. Even me personally, I have the video. Fortunately, it is impossible to play such video on YouTube. The video was everywhere. Oh, Kwalun na Aba, where they were spreading Biafran flag. Afonani na mmiri n'ụrụ. Na mmiri n'ụrụ. Video after ka video chala ha, they wepụ camera wee gbaa ha agba gbaa ha tọtọ. Many people, many nkamelu na Aba. Ewelo Biafran flag dewe naanị to show lekwe no maka ihe aka iji wee chi igbucha show no. We say video post. So the one that happened in Ebonyi State, which I have the video with me also, PM told the court that he has the video, but he cannot play it. And that is when the defense of Biafra began, because PM also became highly emotional during that very moment. He told them that that is when the defense of Biafra actually began, because he couldn't bear this anymore. Now. Now. He became so emotional. So a lot of things were said. I cannot even be able to finish analyzing this today, because today, our PM was able to tell the court what really happened in Nigeria. He told the court the Nigerian history. And the best part of this is that he was telling the court these whole things off head, and told the court that they are all verifiable. If the court want, they can go on the internet and start verifying all these things. So what I want to believe is that the things that court has already seen, the things that the court, the judges have already seen, should be enough for them to know that if Nigeria was a human being, if Nigeria was a person, Nigeria should be the one in prison, not Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. With the things they have seen already, it is enough for them to know that if Nigeria was a person, it is Nigeria that's supposed to be in jail, not Simon Ekpa. And the only way forward, the only way forward is to do what? To release Simon Ekpa, apologize to him, and also compensate him. Our PM always say that Finland can be the mediator. Finland can mediate between Biafra and Nigeria, not to arrest Simon Ekpa and put him in jail. What we expect from Finland is to mediate, to be the middleman between Biafra and Nigeria. Let the negotiations begin. Release Simon Ekpa, advise Nigeria to negotiate. This is the only way forward, because the fight can never end. Even if you jail Simon Ekpa, another person will still come. If it doesn't happen this year, it will happen next year. If it doesn't happen, a time will come, another person will come. This is an assurance. And this very struggle can never end until Biafra is restored. This one, you can take it to the bank. There is no way it ends until Biafra comes, and Nigeria will never have peace, especially in the East, until Biafra is freed. That one I can tell you for free. I can tell you for free. So the only way forward, only, is to release Simon Ekpa and tell Nigeria to negotiate. That is the only way forward. So many things were said, which I'm not going to be able to finish today. But I want to assure us, I want to promise us that any day, like tomorrow is Friday, right? Tomorrow is Friday. There's going to be court sitting tomorrow. Then on next tomorrow is Saturday. So the things which I did not say today, because there's a lot, so many things happen today. You understand me? So the things that I'm not able to cover today, I will continue to bring them moving forward. Tomorrow there is sitting tomorrow, and on next tomorrow, which is on Saturday, there is no sitting. So I may be able to use what has happened today, to draw your attention on Saturday, especially the ones which I am unable to cover today. But I have already covered almost everything. Almost everything. I don't think there's anyone that I'm missing. You understand me? So, but some small places that I'm supposed to, touch. So we'll now begin to do that moving forward. So the line is open. I'm going to allow Biafrans who wish to speak to call and speak to Biafrans while we proceed. The line is open for anybody who wants to call. You can now call. Those who were calling me before that I did not manage to pick their calls, you are now free to call and of course make your own your own contribution. So my people, the line is open. Like as I said, please, if you haven't liked this very program, please do like and share to every WhatsApp groups where you belong. Please do like and share the program. Very, very important. It's nice and good for Biafrans to know, of course, what is actually happening in the case of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Very, very, very important. Just a moment. Please go ahead. You are
Hey,
welcome.
Moses Nawadalo. Yeah, thank you for what you're doing. But I have a little concern. You know, this weekend, they are not allowing our PM to shoot.
Naganiru. Oh, looks like the network is bad, or maybe we are losing him already. I don't know if the network is from me or something. I don't know. Of course, my network has been problematic since this evening, especially. So, Mazi, you can call back, please. You can call back and then say what you wish to say. Because on your boy, will 2 minutes, oh. On your boy, will 2 minutes. All the very important. Can we keep make sure say so? Yes, caller, please go ahead. You're welcome.
Odinawa, good evening.
Good evening, Wachineke Ganiru. You're welcome.
This is retired Naval Captain Ogunofo. It's been very long I spoke to you.
Hey, Wachineke. Kek email.
Odima.
You're welcome.
Anything, I'm just correcting some things. Biafra, Ona Uchilo, I won't be Beke, so Beke will have a language. I ban to make mistakes. Because now
when it to Nugi kana and if you
Biafra na make alone Ona Uchile. Oku Beke will have a language, so mother the band to make mistakes.
Dalo.
One more than one. Mother na-ekwu ihe off head. Onye okwu ihe off head were madman or off hand. PM was able to say everything off hand and not off head. He's not mad. Then the second thing was, before anything PM na-ekwu were evidence. May he video, before any evidence na court. At least I'm as a military man. All those evidence like Agihi, the judges are watching and everything. $10 and tendering of evidence before he do anything. $10 all the whole evidence. So the judges are here and then man they are on the ocha and at the sober. And when he had a watching, I got like it repeat a second time. So they already know all those evidence how watch like before PM do when we address na public court to any lawyer. It's called tendering of evidence. As a military man, at least I know that. Then another thing I try to again here. Those nonsense evidence in court. Many of them, especially in the reside Ghana, Finland, many of them will be reinvited again because watch after this case. After this case, one week or 2 weeks later, they will invite all of them, especially when they push a container. Don't be surprised he will be deported because one or committed 3 crimes.
That 100%. And we men why I say the court or Chinedu. I almost no. Sorry. Not only to deport, especially Chinedu Onwukwe. The problem is not only to deport him. I got to go there in Ghana. That guy gets smell longer na Finland. Moko crime, yeah? Do you know his crime? 3 crimes.
In our most committed 3 crimes, so committed first, perjury, lying in the court. It's called perjury. That one will attract 4 years imprisonment in Europe here. And Nigeria 8 years. Then second one again, obtaining by tricks, stealing from the government. Can attract another 2 or 3 years. And the third one,
evading tax.
That final only that evading tax where was the obtaining by tricks. Then the third final one, who that comment over all Bate One all Bate can translate here in English. That means he is under Durex. That information about being a court will lies. On your that comment so which means it's under duress. He was lying. So how converted that word in English can the judges got yoku? The judges when she didn't court they had a invite again she court there. So yeah, we warrior. So when he megane obata obi eji he o ji na akwa mkpụrụ ama o tiele he mgbada nwụrụ anwụ n'isi.
Mba
Awọchụ ka
nketa.
mefulu gem
One nketa bụ ogwu. I think today highest. Today highest like today do high both na the court man our program because we were able to speak to that woman age where twice that man age where twice we were able to speak to the wife of the late husband.
I listened to it father
Yes.
when she said how the Nigerian Air Force shot her husband on the after the toll gate on the way to the airport, Imo State Airport. I follow you. I follow all the whole thing. I follow them everything.
Yeah.
Just also can make some corrections. Can
He disappear akwara gwo nwanne onwekwa ka isi akpa agwa na wow.
Na ị ga-aghọta ịmakwa ihe akwa ịmadata eburu m awụ ịma ihe wa awụ na military eburu m awụ
I know those things. So today more I to go na gị kwuwele okwu na daalụ my brother, God bless you. I am say
end last month go end I will make a travel to Nigeria but still I got my God because Nigeria went law.
Okay, he got wool. Then he had for some time before, and any time where
I want for military man, a military only got exile. Now I get an officer like me because I was a captain. I will go be supposed to end after 5 years. I gonna try again. After 5 years, first of all, I got declared wanted. Then after 5 years, I took it layout, a leg out from military. A leg out from military, you automatically you are a civilian, you work with business with them. But in the Nigerian government, the wicked, and we can lay Chakwaga off as a civilian. Still yet in the arrow, just cut out. So here name with the information they lay them out. And we can decide no more 5 years or 10 years before night each. By then everything all this ones no
I don't know Biafra no Biafra when he came back that time. Nazim Nigeria
Biafra woku Chineke and Obiago na mezu.
He said Dalmazi Amalagema.
So from now onwards, I'm now
Good. All right, we continue. I know a lot of people want to speak, so we are going to take it one step at a time. All right, caller, please go ahead. You are welcome to the program. Onye kpoya wenito biko wenito kana ni fine kumazi.
Okay. It's my voice clear now.
Yeah, it's better Ganiru.
Okay, because eventually go na broadcast everything. Makawaya about dear. Because such a thing question. I know na life whereby even the judges ID number about the woman talk go made it open. The woman talk to them direct. You understand? Because the broadcast now, it's of no use when a blog about prime minister. You understand? So, but I will remember the woman, Jenny Prime Minister, or attended to as evidence. If not Jenny Kwaka, that man, there are PM accused. Onye Kwaka, make Ike and note here, no on that Chicago. You understand? No on that Chicago. I know I want information because he make sure that the thing PM aka. You understand? Not for a platform. It's a but a book that woman talk to finish court direct. You understand? Okay, can't pay you thing for me. We can need you as a more George no way. Mananda doshi. You understand? No one in Nigeria just cook everything. Yeah, I don't lie, not all everything. So I am telling you, I want to know very much 10%.
Anyway, ndị Igbo si n'uche onye adịghị njọ. I'm not going to fight you because you're a Biafran man and nwafọ Igbo ka ị bụ, so and ịchọrọ nwere onwe. So because gị nwee si na the broadcast enweghị isi, the talk n'onwe ya does not make sense. Hold on. Because media is extremely powerful. In case you know, imana anywa bụ ndị Igbo, or should I say Biafrans, we haven't actually understand the power of media. We, the Igbo people, haven't really understood the strength and power of media, because it is not our line of enterprise. We don't venture into it much like Yoruba people. So we are yet to understand the power of media. Because that program we did last in the afternoon, that very program, you don't know the fruit that very program has yielded already. So I'm not going to blame you, even though you mean well. I'm not going to blame you because the Igbo people haven't really understood the power of media. So dalu na no mi fi oku chonya de on joku ya de okwanu njono ni me iku here on some place. So I'm going to do the watching dalu. I heard what you said.
Okay, but to be can correct, I'm some that broadcast English. You mean you know that time with them more na that woman talk to court. This talk direct. Yes, son. And you know that time with them to the car. Maybe we can get about 2 and other about master. Scammer and evidence in the army came down as I shall completely. Yes, son. Can't I thought you have finished your hat once and for all. What you mean? I want to know this. All they are very, very good. Yes, son, to us. It may be easy to secret.
All right, we continue. Because we're 2 minutes, so a lot of people want to speak. 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Very, very important. Watching
Yeah, point in make him and I have a weekend. And the white people, they don't joke with their weekends. And when this case started, okay, Nigerian government first presented their case. They have all those weekends, and the Finnish people, they were able to look at what they claim our PM did, which is lies. Okay, but these 2 weekends, our PM has the chance. They're supposed to allow this all these videos to be played, so that people will be able to fix the puzzle and know that the Nigerian government are lying. Remember the case started on the 5th, because you said something about the media. The media is very powerful, and the one you did in the afternoon, your first broadcast, it goes a long way, and people to know the truth. I don't know why they are stopping the other time they say a technical glitch or whatever. They could not play the video last weekend. This is weekend again. Today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. And they are playing the same tricks again. So I'm not happy about it. That's my own opinion, which one I enjoy. Understand. But we should make our PM known, or his lawyer, to react to this thing, although the case is coming to an end. But it's very important so that they will use this weekend to process and people will know, and they will go far on the atrocities of a Nigerian government. That's what I'm trying to contribute. Thank you for your great job.
Thank you. God bless you. Watchineke. Although somebody said that they have already tendered the evidences even before the court. So that I don't know. I don't have the idea. Onye kwuru okwu bụ a former naval captain that took a role. So he knows better than me in those areas. So that's what he said, which I cannot confirm because I don't know. I don't know how the evidences were tendered if they were not tendered in the. So if the evidences were not tendered in the court, I don't know how the evidences were tendered privately. I don't know. That I can't tell. But I will take it the way he said it until proven otherwise. All right, caller, please go ahead. You're welcome.
Which I cannot confirm because I don't know.
Oh, Adnan.
I don't know how
Yeah, watching like
evidence
Oh,
tendered.
I'm going on na life. I'm not no, no, it's not life. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, mo na agbon.
I phone my again. I save number.
But you know, from United States of America, the rising sun or Gethsemane.
Oh, okay. I must see you solo ndị inyom inyo wee narị edo nwa ga-agbapụ nọmba gị na phone m because ike asịrị adịghị m. Gbatuke n'ebe isi ege the program gbatuo ya ka anyị nwee ike ikwu direct na phone.
Oh, okay. I whatever. So, you know, I said, usoro ndị mmadụ gbapụ. Ọ bụ eziokwu ka ọ bụ.
Ịma ọzọ ọgụ mụ na golo. Ịma ọzọ ọgụ mụ na golo ọ ga-iso ndị inyom inyo narị
I got to me as I got me as somebody, you know, in a your opinion.
Okay.
You got to.
Okay,
I got to me.
ka arapụzi that side ka anyị na-aga n'iru ngwa gaa n'iru maazị.
A quick and alive.
Anọ m life mụ na gị na-ekwu life Biafrans are listening to us.
So, all right. So, I na-ekwu bụ na ana m ekele gị too much because you continue to do what you know how to do, and I never stop following. I've been following and following and following good, and I like what you are doing. So maka ndị a na-asị na enwere ndị kwugasịrị okwu na-ebule na-asị na ha gara inye were phone jenye ka lawyer na nwaanyị kwuo okwu or judge kwuo okwu. Ele otu fasi ekwu ụdị ya ọ dị possible? I mean, ụdị ihe a adịrọ dị possible.
Maazị apụghị opinion mmadụ bugo.
Ụdị ihe adịrọ possible, and also I buy the suggestion or the idea. I call it idea. I mean, if the naval man I believe in that now the judge I watch go evidently Simon Ekpa tender before now. Because again, I want a judge tender the whole thing. Again, has to put that address with the case. Normally, you get attend here in then where there's a proof by talking in the court. So I John Kabia France, man, no track at the things here. I'm with knowledge of legal thing like that. So yes, you can't just brew something where you have not, just like in a court now. Even though to Nigeria say make way edition or to the embassy emir. Now about Nigeria, epota if who's on a those tenders. In fact, like almost the same thing though. Almost the same thing. I get booze on Nakata Chan. It just because I hadn't had only here many straight. Man, I would Nigeria, I gotta go see take the as exhibit. They take those things as exhibit. So the lawyer went to China, I mean, George went to China has exhibit. All got through it in it before going to work center the exhibit. And
Okay. A network.
So that is what I believe. You know, so and I believe I want Nigeria to know it like that. And I didn't happy because now our prime minister could now get a Tinde Biafra. I mean, the Nigerian Badawuna unis. And they tigo ham Badawuna. I want to check you to this case. I go, I got that now. A win, go this case, a win.
Yeah.
Mana Kai Harina, I say now, yeah, we call the guy on. I was there with the judge. But everything was at the end, Lucy. Esina getting amud otonshi from if I now who dear. I got who that now this case now our prime minister win good or rather Biafrans they win go this case against Nigeria. And so shall it be in Jesus' name.
Ise. Dalo.
So here me muna geji be who came out I rather report mkedi so
yeah, so sorry. Mani inwatego onwe gị now. Okay.
Right.
Amala gị mma. Chukwu nye gị ọgwụgwọ n'aha Jizọs.
Amen.
Daalụ. All right, because anybody ma if gbasara legal process or legal procedure, I don't know. All this language of legal, I don't know it. So anybody man here, please get in touch. Get in touch. Anybody man here? When somebody not boom before. Again, no life. But you have done your mali phone. Mazi, what you last do?
Yeah, man, said that one.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, I called back. You're talking about legal process. I was him before. In America, like that old man, okay? There are processes for legal issue. At some point, the public will decide. Like, let's say, for instance, in the United States, I have been called to join the jury to decide a case in the United States. Sometimes it goes to a place, like this one is a high profile case, okay? The public will decide. They will select the public and ask them to be on a jury to decide a case. At some point, the judges cannot do anything. They want the jury to decide. So that's why I'm saying to play the video will help our case and our PM case and a Biafran case. It will also create awareness for people to know exactly the atrocities of our Nigerian government. That's what makes it important. And the white people, they like to stay a long weekend. They don't usually work on weekend. It's we that Africans that came over here that work weekends. During that time, the news will spread. That will boost our PM case and our Biafran case. That's what I'm saying. I know that before you in a situation like this, before you proceed, you have to tender your evidences to the judges, okay, for them to look into it, so that when you're speaking, they will be getting the point clear. I know that one. But this also to create an awareness. My question is, why would you allow them to play their own on weekend against our PM? And this opportunity our PM have to establish his own case, and also for people to hear about it during these 2 weekends. The other one was a technical glitch, and this one was you don't want anything to play. That's what I'm pointing out. Thank you.
All right. Daalụ rinne. Ọ dịkwa mma inwetasi opinion ndị be anyị like Adadiora mma gwara m. Adanne, I took your advice ịma na More and one most times we can kusia your manual computer na so because when Biafrans are talking, everybody much have a sense. Many people want the knowledge of some things in a Kumakia. So
Hello, Ikuna.
you know their own opinion. Yes, it before while I was
Yes,
still
sir.
analyzing. Okay,
Okay.
it contributed to my program.
No, sir, I'm checking back every time online, but enwetabeghị m gị so o nwere ihe send na your line na your this thing biko mma like imecha privately ka ị gaa through it biko
Okay, thank you.
that thing is very very important biko. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. All right. Madam, like one or two more person now. Piachi akwụkwọ. Been a wonderful day, a great day in our struggle, and
Biafra Unite.
na afagi ideziria
Ma-
His Excellency.
yes,
And
yes, my brother. I thank you so very much for updates in the Wetege. So, come join in the conversation. I think the issue of the videos before the court a rejecter, put the videos go play. They must have seen it before and seen that the image is the gory. Imananda, the kind of mind and they will not be able to play. If it's something they've not seen, if it's something they've not imagined how God is going to be, they could have let it play. So Kai Harage he bother why too much because now it plays the video. All the explanations you've made, O2 PMG, Kawacha no Kawara, saying there are proof can be verified. So what they will do is they could pick some of the things he said and fact check it. They may not fact check everything he said, but some of the things Okuru, they will try to fact check it because yeah, one daughter can delegate with. So it's not going to be like in the zoo where you just come in and do anyhow you So I thank God Almighty that PM was able to speak these things from his heart. So it's not something like maybe you'll be like, this one doesn't know what he's saying. But he said all those things because he came very fully prepared. And they know that if they give him chance, if they let him come from his house, he will have more evidence. He will have more sorry, he'll have more cases to present. So that's why Ojiyeka, the decision Gaga. Some of us is already feeling bad why he play video and all those things. But let us not let us not lose hope because
No,
God is our side on our side.
no. Hold on. No, but this thing is not about losing hope. Nobody is losing hope. If you
I know
relax,
some of our brothers in the comment section is feeling bad.
relax. If you follow the program, you will understand that our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, is dealing with this particular issue. He's dealing with the zoo. Like in this case, you see this particular case. This is the opportunity that our prime minister has been craving for. This is an opportunity
Yeah.
that PM has been craving for. Every time on a program, on a that na onye si na ife ọ na-eme adịghọ mma. Ya bịa ya sue ya to court. Ka o na-achọ opportunity o ya eji wee gosi mba ụwa ife Nigeria na-eme ndị Biafra. So this is an opportunity that he's been craving for. And he's utilizing this opportunity. He's utilizing it properly. So if you follow the program, I don't see any reason why anybody will feel bad or dejected.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
PM still stand Gidibam, still defending still defending Biafra. You understand me? So
Yes, sir.
not playing the video on air is not a means of a means of or a way to treat PM bad. So I don't want to speculate anything for now because
thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Because
the case is still in the court. So there is
yes.
no need of
Thank you for that.
There is no need for anybody to speculate anything or feel bad for any reason. We are following up the case. Few people have called now and said that even before cases start, you must tender all your evidences and now
exactly
come and prove it. Now what they are coming to prove is those things that you have already tendered. I'm just hearing it for the first time. Like as I said, I don't know anything about Lego. I've never had all my age. I've never been to court on my own case, like a stand there and I beat my own case. I've never done it before. So I've never hired a lawyer to be my legal representative in the court. It has never happened before. You understand me?
Are you serious? sent to anyị nwa agagidere high court Owerri ike agwa anyị nwa
there are many things. There are many things I have not done. Listen, there are many things I don't know, like which is normal to people. There are a lot of things. Upon my age, there are many things I don't know how. Like Otan Nona, since in Nejuemum, I thought I before.
Oh man.
I've never seen it before.
So it's in real life. Before.
In real life.
You want to go before.
Many times.
No, I mean you've not betted one before, like onye nwere saya ahụ gbachie ya set in chaka, so that you will be in mmadụ now some of them used to close their arms. So
no,
I told you
there are many things.
Serious?
And a lot of things I've not witnessed in my life. I've only been an accident in Bo. Since in Nejuemum, this my age. I've never used my eyes like this. See accident, like now watch what accident occur. I've never seen it.
It's just to go accident and imagine A&E na hospital. It's just to go that place. And now
sometimes people now wonder. But these things are real. These things are real.
Mgbe anyị gara Mbuche Mefo wo deputy Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. So Uche Mefo asị bịa, so IPOB may organize the protest. We are supposed to march to Yenegoa in Bayelsa State. So they told us Mandeshicha, Nobi, Boma, some parts of Aba, the whole of Iguacha, all the units in Iguacha, everybody assembled in Agawa. So poor Ebe Ahoda, that Ahoda side, then we ban on Biama, that side. team of ndị amị agalaga ambush with the police with enwe police now of that former place ndị militants rehabilitation camp, that former place. So under his ebe ahụ move down shoes on that Iba double cross Chani off in front, my brother. Mgbe mgbo bịa dawa mgbo na-efe fiam onye niile nwega n'ime ọhịa ma ndị nwegara na mmiri ma ndị one of the guys anyị na ya so gaa, so mgbo bịa tụọ ya but ọ gbaghị ya n'obi ọnụ ụkwụ, but due to shortage of blood ọdịnanwa akwọm this boy n'azụ gaa more than 1 kilometer, then gazie na one woman ọnụụlọ the woman ka ọ nwụrụ. My brother, let's not so thank you so very much for ihe niile ị na-emere anyị. It's a good thing that you keep getting us updated. And again, I will come again and say, imagine that us from having this kind of updates. He is not updating us. My God, I don't know. Many things scores I get to copy, but scores I get settled too much because this sabotage we are talking about now, we don't know where a lot of sabotage is happening. A lot of sabotage, like you said. Oh, onye Igbo, onye Ojukwu bigere ego ga-azụta ngwa agha, onye Igbo eburu ego larie. Onye Igbo Atonzeri Ibe is an Igbo man. He was a gun runner during the Civil War. He was supplying arms to the Nigerian side to use and fight against his people. What of Ike Nwachukwu, the former governor of Odimo State? Ike Nwachukwu was a Biafran man in the Nigerian army who fought on the side of Nigeria. Ike Nwachukwu fought on the side of Nigeria. What of many of them? So we have these traitors in our land. Like you said, during Ekumeko, during every, there is no, okay, look at, let us even link far.
Chalo. Somebody made a comment, said, Biafra Unite, you're a small boy, Biafra Unite. because as in Afuba Madungu before somebody there comment you're a small boy, Biafra Unite, oh Luku. It's not about age. Gente, it's not about age. Abomo Moaka, Abagugum na age of about even
no, for the fact that you have been in this struggle for that long. Okay, I didn't want to tell you. You are not below 40.
Go do the sound of my voice. Go do the sound of my voice. Yeah, man, I'm a boy, Maka. I'm a bagugo na age. Yotago. Oh, nezbote dimpa like ndị was afu dimpa afu ogono give me ezbote dimpa. So like nnukwu dimpa gbala ezigbo ọgbụgba nnukwu dimpa. So both my age, my physicality, everything. So the truth of the matter is this. Anogom na means of ebe ife na-eme, ebe a lot of things similar like in terms of riot, protest, you know, all things lead to ndị mmadụ ịda. Yotago. Mana in most cases, ọ na-abụ tupu o mee o nwere mmụọ na-akpọpụ m from there. A minute o eji mee o nwere mmụọ na-akpọpụ m. Yotago. I'm just saying this for the very first time. I've never, this is a private thing, but I'm saying it now. Tupu ihe ọbụla bụ ihe mmadụ ya eji daa mee o nwere mmụọ na-akpọpụ m there nsi ebe anwa pụọ completely. Man no dị ome. In many occasions nji wee mali ive otu aka ọ dị m. Ngwale gị na afụ bem ebe ebe accident melon. Ejibo m anya ma afụ accident na ndụ m like moto na-agba kụọ na the only thing na-eme bụ nnọlụ na highway na mpụta ngagide pụta for ebe enwere like a few minutes ago as an accident melodem fundi ndị nọ na detain ebe ome ma ndị nwụrụ anwụ ma ndị survive ya ma ọ bụ maybe moto gbafelu mụ maybe moto G speed gbafelu mụ gazie n'ilu gaa na front kụọ tipiazie na front so mgbagidezie pụta de ebe da moto anwa tipialụ wee fụzie n'ọkwa moto amelụ m overtake a couple of minutes ago till so this is my life. So anybody na-ede nonsense ya gaa n'ilu na-ede daalụ maazị ya ma alụ gị mma.
Well, they are they are entitled to their opinion. You a free word. By the way, on a platform bam. You gonna platform bam, that kind of thing, he will block you. So that's why this place is a free platform. Bam removed me from his platform. Guinea can make because I said bam. The idea that you get angry easily, somebody gwagi, if you not like kick her out and block the person. See, it doesn't say good of information minister. I say it's not good. Don't leave them. At some point, that person may see maybe one of your program the next time can convince the person to say, do you know how many people prog Sabo? Have you forgotten Biafra Unite? During Biafra Unite to Sabo, Biafra Unite, Sabo, Biafra Unite. Many people that did it, some of them are still listening to you to today.
Of course.
Why? Because that time that they were calling you Sabo and all those things, you were not kicking them out from the platform. You were not blocking them. You were not, you just left them. At some point, some of the things you're doing will start digesting. They will start digesting these things and they will now start seeing reasons and sense in what you're doing. You understand? So, but when you now go to, I tell Vamba, don't block people. Listen, he kicked me out and blocked me. So, it doesn't, so that person that made this comment in your platform, you've said what you said now. The person maybe he made this comment out of innocence. Maybe he may be older than you. Who knows if he's 80 years old? Maybe. So, because to an 80-year-old person, you are still a small boy to him. Maybe he's even your father or your uncle, your father's elder brother. Who knows? So let us keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. God will. We're almost there. Very soon. Except Menweziri, Otuakazu Shibani there. But so far so good.
So far so good.
There is victory.
So far so
good. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Except Menweziri Otu Zoo G Paikeha, which is not very far from what they do. They are very devilish, wicked people. They can do and undo. However, the counsel of Ahithophel shall turn foolishness, and God shall deliver his people. So thank you so very much, my brother. Jishike Noroma. We are here by the corner listening. Thank you.
Yamalagem Mama Chineke, Dalorin. All right. Kamala onye nwere ike ịkpọchi azụ Chineke nna m elu m ebere kwada dị ọra mmasị m hapụ everybody ka ha na-ekwu na ya na-esi ntụrụ ifefa na-ekwu wee na-amụta ife ịnesikwa anya ifu na ife okwuru abụrụ asị okay ka m kpọchighe ofu onye before we
Ọdịnala Chineke.
Chineke, you're welcome. Gaa n'ilu gbapụ ya ọsọ.
Mgbede ọma biko ụmụ Chineke ụmụ Biafrans mgbede ọma na asị m Chukwu gosikwere m onye ọbụla biko na ụmụnne m biko na ihe m chọrọ ịtụ n'ihe a wee nwere okwu one of my brother kwuru gbasara ị na-ewepụtara anyị ihe a anyị agaghị eme ka ndị ọzọ anyị ataghị ezigbo afụfụ su na-egosi ihe ka ndị Finland ma na anya niile dị n'ụwa na anya anyị dị na ha ụnụ nwa na asaịdị ọ bụrụ na a na-egosi ihe ahụ many people a na-afụ ya ka ha bee ikpe a maka na anyị ka a na-egbu ihe ahụ ụmụnne m biko na onye ọnọ kwuo okwu na ya ha wepụtara anyị ihe ahụ ka ọ dụrụ na histrị ka ọ dụrụ na ịntanetị dụrụ n'ebe ọwụna like my brother na-ekwu na ihe mere na social media na ihe mba o nwere ihe dịka destin ọ dịka ihe a dịka baịbụl our born that's 100 generation I got free here. That's what some people name me na social media can you kono zota ben no na wona afia asmunda une mekwala anya mo fu mara ihe a na-azụ ihe a mara ihe ụnụ na-afụ even ịgwa gụgba ezigbo nwa Chineke bụrụ na ịbụ ezigbo nwa Chineke you need ime enyi ya na platform nda ịma na mpa m sị m na ide ezu ori mana ị na-eri ihe onye ohi wetara na isokwa n'onye ahụ mgbe ị na-enye ya na platform ya ị na-asụpọtụ ogbugbu a na-egbu ụmụnne gị mechi amara nka mepee na anya ụnụ ihe abụ abago n'ọnụ agụ weta ibe a na-apụta ka anyị na-apụta so onye ọ na-emepe anya ije na platform ịma ihe ị ga-eme jee chụọ okwu awaride kwuru okwu Chukwu awaride ya kwuru ga-amụgochikwa ga-anaratin many things anyị nidere na Amerịka buru ibu anyị nwebere anyị apụghị havụ ụmụ na brọda kwuru okwu sị gị na Biafra abịagokwo na Biafra wu Chineke okwu Chukwu adịgo many people emepega ya emepe anya so mepee na anya ụmụ ha wụ ndị kọt goshibe anyị ihe ahụ biko na ụmụnne m be nna nka nọ ibe nji asụ be nna m asụsụ be nna m awụ na anọ n'aja ana kacha aja ana be nna nkọ mmụọ na mmadụ ka ibe na-echukwu ji aja ana Igbo ma ahịhịa dị n'aja ana Igbo awụ ndị gbuo ndị mpụ na ndị egere naanị ihe na-ekwu ya ka anyị ekwu ụmụnne m na-ekwu ya na-egosi ụwa niile n'ihe a na-eme anyị ihe a ji chọbazie kịta ada ewepụtazi egbe ada ewepụtazi ọbara mana bifo sinsi ụwa a na-ewepụta ihe a niile ha abịago na fụ na the whole world many country many world afụbago ihe ha na-eme anyị kedu ndị a ga-eme ihe a na-eme anyị ha kadụkwara n'ụwa ụmụnne m jisi n'ike unu enezina anya na nke ndị ahụ ma onye bịara Finland ma onye abịa ha kama na ofu ibe ka anyị chọrọ ịgwa ụnụ mana na ibe a na-eji ibe awụ ije Chineke na okwuchukwu and okwuchukwu agaghị akụrụ n'ụwa n'ihe ọ gaghị akọ onye ndu anyị bụ maazị Nnamdị kwuru ya si Chukwu na okwu ya ka anyị na-ekwu ya n'eziokwu ga-achị ụwa ọbụla achị so ọdịna nwanne m Chukwu goziele ngo nne m adụ m hapi na nke taata kama na ha goshibe anyị ya ka anyị na-ahụ ya maka na nke taata anyị bụrụ hapi even nke ka ja na-abịarị maka na ihe ha mere anyị akarị nwe ọdị ihe ha eme ha anyị ka na-eme anyị ọpụtụ taa mgbede nnukwara ihe briji nya ka agba gidigba ma gbara nwa mmadụ tụọ n'ala ekwu nke ọkwaso nke a na-afụ onwe nke a na-afụzi n'ụzọ ọdịna nwa Chukwu goziere gị nwanne m jisi ike ihe na-eme gị ihe a ọ dị onye ọnwụ na nwa Chineke ka ya bụ nwa Chineke adịghị afụ ọbara nwa Chineke ihe ike adịghị eme n'iri ya etu a nọkịta ma travela na-agba okirikiri sitere ọ dị ibe adị m afụ ya n'ihe adị m afụ ya chacha and efu ya etu a ịnọdụ ka ihe a na-eme na Chukwu na oge na-arụ ga-akọntrol datin onweghị ike ịhapụ etu o si eme nwanne m jisi ike kwụwakwa akụkọ kwụsibekwa ike ebe ịkwụ mmadụ dị ndụ akọnfuzikwana ego mmadụ ịnwetakwa na amachebe echi mba kwụrụ ebe a ekwukwuchie ya ike Chukwu apụrụ ime ihe niile ga-emezuru gị agwa ngụ n'ọgụ BBC anyị ajazela anyị ihe platfọm ahụ and Chukwu bara gị n'ahụ wee hiere anyị ya onye ka nji agwa gị ịma ihe ị ga-eme jee chọwa okwu ọdịna nwa gwuru sinsi program o mechara igebe ya na-ege nke ọwadida Chukwu na ndị anagoziere nwanne m jisi ike ihe ma mmeri bụ nke anyị onwere ihe ọzọ onwere onye anyị mere ihe ọjọọ ihe dịba ihe ndị Chukwu dobela anyị ga-eri wute ụmụnne anyị ka ndị Britain bịa nara anyị aka na-egbu anyị yuzuo ndị amara Chukwu na-egbu anyị sinsi anyị na-ebe akwa onwe ha na-eme onwe ha na-anụ onu anyị oruzie kịta awa Prime Minister Maazị Simon ekpe ihe ọma ọ na-emere anyị ka wee stand ya na ya nwanne m nwa Simon ka a na-ekwu anyị nwa bụ Biafra ka a na-ekpe ikpe ahụ ụnụ amụghị atụ ụnụ amara ọkwa ya Biafra ị na-eche na ọbata obi Simon ka ị na-eme ihe ọkwa Chukwu ka a na-akpọ ọbata obi ya ndị ọbata n'ihe ya na-ebi so ịmụ ha emekwa na okịta onye nke a na-asị na nwunye ya ka ọ na ngwọrọ ka ụnụ wee ma na ihe mmụọ ka a na-eme ọ bụrụkwa ihe mmadụ onye ọbụla si ha anya na mmiri ịma ha ka ihe esi ma ọ bụrụ na ọgwọ nwa naira a na-enye gị 5 naira na-ele ka ị ga-eji bitere ebe nna gị mechuo na be nna gị merụọ mmụọ be nna gị merụọ mmụọ be ndị mbụ na ndị egede dobere anyị bifo ndị Britain bi kolonize anyị ịmara ka ịghọta ihe a na-eme na ọkwa ihe mmụọ ka a na-eme Chukwu na ndị anagoziere nwanne m jisi n'ike Biafra asị m na onwe ha na ọha ṅụrị ka ihe eme ọchịalụ o nwere okwu ọdịna nwa kwuru si nke ọsọ kedu na o nwere mmanya ya chọrọ alụ ọrụ ọbata obi ya ọ na nke ada ndị m ka m gwara gị oke ma mmanya alụọ narị ya dobere ya edobe and ihe njiri ya ahịhịa dị n'ọfịa ka ejiri ya ịma afọ mmanya bịafụ na mmadụ abụrụ Chukwu bịafụ na chi nke ukwu okike abịa ama emerigo ise nwanne ya ka Chukwu na ndị anagoziele ngo isi ike
ise ya gozikwa gị. All right, we have come to the end of this very program. Chukwu okike abịama bi n'eluigwe gọzialụ m unu ncha niile. Biko continue to pray for our leader, for divine healing and divine health upon his life. ka o nwee ike ịnọla anyị ndụ wee fụ Biafra wee jiri Biafra flag wee pụta anyị wee golia wee ṅụlia wee kene Chukwu wee gbalụ Chukwu egwu ọṅụ na anyị Biafra niile. Continue to pray for our Prime Minister for his victory, because his victory is definitely the victory for the Biafran people and the restoration of Biafra, and of course the victory for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I want to use this opportunity to let us know that today ndị Zoo bukwala agha wee bịakwute ụmụ akwụkwọ anyị nọ n'ime ụlọ akwụkwọ. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Ya bụ gị mmanwa Chineke unu ya n'ọkwa apụta okusi ike.
Oluman hapụta.
Ọ pụtawago gaa n'iru.
Okay. Enweghị m ọtụtụ okwu m chọrọ ikwu, ọ gbasara ndị be anyị na-enwe mwute na egosighi vidio ndị terrorist Nigeria na akọsụ na Biafra land. Ma na uche onye adịghị nje ịghọtara na nghọta nke m ịghọtara like na ebe anyị bigida na America ebe a. Ma enweghị before ị gagide n'ụzọ even anụmanụ sef before ị gagide n'ụzọ fụ nkịta nwụrụ anwụ sef ọ na-adị very very hard. Ị na-ege m ntị? Hello?
Na n'ihi na-ekwu na-aga n'iru.
Ya nkịta nwụgodi ife efe etu ndị polisi ga-esi buru faya ọkụ fefe gị iche na enwere ebe ọkụ na-agba ịmaha na asidenti mmadụ ji amụrụ nkịta kpọọ polisi. Nkịta anụmanụ ọ bụrụkwa mmadụ chekizi ebe mmadụ ebe ejidere mmadụ bepụ mmadụ isi. Ọsọ abụgodị Donald Trump agaghị watch that video. Ị na-ege ntị? Donald Trump enweghị ike ịnọ kịta gị weta vidio ti kịta ndị Fulani ya weta mma ti mmadụ etu ha si weta mma ti mmadụ n'olu chekechekechekecheke ọbara pọmpụ shin. Donald Trump enweghị ike stand nwunye. So ọbahụrụ ndị be anyị na-enwe mwute ihe a bụ the life system dị n'obodo a. Ị nwere ike watch the TV fụ ebe egburu mmadụ ma ọ fụ ozu mmadụ na TV. Obodo aka akọ n'obodo ha ga-hide all those things. Ịghọta because mmadụ bụ mmadụ. Mana the Nigerian government they don't value human beings. Ha na onwe ha the government ji aka ha na-egbu their citizen. Ịghọtara so ọ ga-adị very very hard play that na public na court. Ọ ga-adị very very na western world. Ọ bụrụ na Nigeria ọ dị possible anything dị possible na Nigeria. So onye ọbụla na-enwe mwute maka that enweghị even the judge o were that video ahụ gaa na pay otu ihe na the first one ọ ga watch the race. Ọ ga watch the race because all the brutal. So ya ihe sị ka m add ya na the thing because our people bịa na-enwe concern about it. Ọ naghị eme isi na the western world ihe na ozu na-atọpọsi everywhere na buy ọ dịkwa etu na western world. Ọsọgosi nwa accident abịa cover that place ndị ambulance ndị ọgbọ ọrụ ha oche ebe ha wepụtachi eji ozu ha dị ya ti ha na mọchụarị ebe kwesịrị ideme ya onye ọ na-wee ekele ọrụ eke mana ọ bụghị nke hapụ ozu na ọ na-echi na-aga ndị mmadụ afọ ya onye ya na-agafe less concern. Ọ naghị work like that na the western world especially in America ebe anyị nọ mụnwa afụbekwe ha obezikwe ndị fụrụ they can come up and onye okwu experience nke onwe gere gbapụtara fụ ebe ozu tọgbana ndị bi ebe ahụ ka ihe ndị agha na ndị bi ebe ahụ bụ n'ọrụ ha ka you have to report to the authority. Ọ bụrụ na enwere ozu nwụ na close to ya listen you have to report to the authority. It's your duty. Ekere ọrụ eke and gịnịkwa ga-emekwa ozu ha were nwụ that place. Ọ bụ accident ka o nwere anụ accident the first person cross ebe nwere accident gị stop kpọọ ndị here ndị ọrụ ha ndị police na ndị 911 the number all come with the first responder cross to that place. Mana our people they don't care, nobody care. Government jiri aka ha army jiri aka ha na-egbu ndị ha kwesịrị protect. Police lee nke mere na Onitsha yesterday. Police jiri aka ha na-egbu the citizens. In America the police gburu George Floyd ọ ka nọ na prison up to today. So ya yes ka you our people ka ghere nwe mwute the thing onwe anything ọ ga-emebi na the case. George afugoti full all the brutal. Even a play in a court some people agaghị eri n'abalị today. Epule video ebe ndị Fulani wetere mma ti mmadụ n'olu n'ebe mmadụ ga-eju esi ebe ọkụkọ. Ifi na ọkụkọ safe n'obodo a, ị gaghị afọ ebe a na-egbu ọkụkọ. Ị gaghị afọ ebe a na-egbu ọkụkọ na public. Akwa anyị maka ndị abụọ, ọ bụrụkwa human being. Talkless of iwere mma tinye mmadụ Chineke kere eke, were mma tinye n'olu be peace. My brother, jisi ike na ụmụ Chukwu ka abịa ma anyị nwe mmiri na ka ikpeazụ a na anyị nwe mmiri.
Daalụ.
Anyị nwe mmiri mana ụkwa this level enwere something na-aga amazikwa m this enyi gị nwoke amazikwa m ihe a ga-eme eme na ka ikpeazụ a.
Onye
Hello?
onye bụ ihe
Enyi gị nwoke bam amazikwa m ihe a ga-eme na ka ikpeazụ oke bụzikwara ekopụ.
rapụgodo onye a rapụ onye a enwe m efe ya na we are concentrating.
Ọ bataziri nke a sị osisi na o mekigo peace with everybody onye ọna ma ngozi ọla bụ eze ma onye ọna bịawazie so ajụmzi ọmụ oge nkere osogbu ya bịa bụ oge nkere jejiri brigi ihe a certificate osogbuda ndị o mekiri peace with.
Maazị ya rapụ onye a ya ga-eme ka peace with Chinasa Nwaoru rapụ onye a biko na abụghị ya anyị nọ.
Okay.
Daalụ.
Nsogbu adịghị jisike my brother.
Ya Chike dozie nọde ya ga-eme ka peace with him. Enemy enwe onye a na-akpọ enemy nwee Sapele nwee ogwu Mozambique ha nta ndị Igbo a ga-eme ka peace with them.
Ma Benjamin Madụbụ.
Daalụ rinne imi hope ụzọ dị mma bụ na-achọ onye ya na ya eme peace. All right. Nna ụna ọ dịkwa ka taa ọ ya abụzi esiwe eghe ka ya anọ nke ikpeazụ a. Ụbọchị taa ya abụ esiwe eghe because nsogbu adịghị. I will respond to everybody. I'm learning now. I'm learning from Adade Orama. I'm learning from Adan. So everybody will speak. If I am not the more you continue to call, the more we continue to respond. So or if I am Ngwa call on WhatsApp, please go ahead. Go ahead. Man on your boy, will 2 minutes. Go Kaibu and Kenke. Ganiru.
Ordinawa.
Yes.
Sorry to call you back. I got me Bugo.
Okay, Bobugo before.
My people are not water proceedings.
Naval captain. Okay,
now proceedings. Proceedings. Shagana court. The first court would lower court can publicly open money presented evidence. I guess okay, my lord, this social thing, social evidence. Look at social evidence. Judge, he the prosecutor. Yes, your money accept. Yes, that's okay. Tender it exhibit 1. So number. So number. Lower court. Now the first. So all those evidence they present the channel in lower court. Appeal case. You don't appeal case. You don't present evidence again. They present the channel everything. He guys have be prove. You come and prove those evidence he presented. Like now, for instance, Mazin Nandekalo now. Case on Agiga will appeal. On Agi present the evidence. All the whole evidence will present. On him and on what showed you know a very big problem. Because Mazin Nandekalo presented all this evidence, but on what showed I look anyone, or I got through anyone, or I recite anyone, or I judge anyone. So on what show will a problem? On a judge, a higher judge will he suspend the motor show for that crime or a crime committed. So Mazin Nandekalo is only going to come to the High Court for his appeal. All those evidence submit to motor show my the judgment court before Mazin Nandekalo gave present all those things. Okay, just kind of remind they had the court so time. So judge made him acquit in this case. So time, so date. the judge's name in so court. So time. Nigerian government winning na so case. MMA was so amount. So all those things. The judges got be review yeah. They review China. It is now the appeal court judge, superior judge, to say, okay, I have gone through all the evidences before me, presented by the accused, showing with verification and with enough evidence that the accused evidence is okay. I strike out this case, hereby discharge him and acquit him. You got that now? Eh.
Yeah.
So, if the pastor and the president, all those evidence, judges are watching everything. How human being? And when he got watch it, okay, no, when he got watch it, got like it went 2 times. Like when one video, master someone about for 1 time. I save him the video, but showing the video routed that place, fast track, weapon. And when one video, 1 time, this full anonymous farm, they rape against one girl after butcher parents, yeah. I want that video, but I don't like it watch, yeah. Oh, but there called some videos, some judges I got like it watch. How already because how my here not there, they will just keep it. Also, more na judgment, they got man how my here watch it. How goes ye as reading, as letting hand up with yourself. How goes ye as
Dalo.
so more Biafra. On all those evidence, judges are which and everything.
Dalo. Yamala Gemma.
Kachibo.
Okay. All right. Continue. Ngwa kende na-akpọbu before kpọkwanụ kịta biko ka anyị nwee ike round up. Ka mmalụ ma onwe nke anyị ya akpachi azụ.
Ikuku na.
Ede ka a chọrọ nwa Chineke.
Oh my God. Imana.
Hey.
Ọzọ ka ha tụ na mkpọrọ before our PM apụta. Ka ị nọ egoduru anyị before PM ya apụta. Anyị nidiri gị anyị achọ ka ha tị gị na mkpọrọ before PM ya apụta. Sọsọ na-agụrụ egwu. Chineke mekwa m ebere o. Ebe a na-eje dị fa na humanity. So, ndị chọrọ ikene, which I must be doing if I have the time. I must recognize our mothers non court today. Chomo Koma, I see you. Akwanki, so yes, Anki Koniki, Amazimu.
Nki, Madam Nki.
Okay, Ada, Sister Anki. Asim Chukwu Okike abịa ma gozie unu. Hey, the queen mother. Okada, Ada Jemba, the only one Ada. Hey, ụwa niile recognize Ada Jemba. Ọkwụrụ aka, nwanyị manarịsa, ịfụkwa ka ịdị taa. Iwe tinye ife, nya, ịdịka ibu ife n'onwe gị taa, nya, asị gị were gaba, ka m gụọrọ unu egwu. Dibune, 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 dibune. Na Chineke arụgara mana arụ ndị bụ nne. Biafra unu were ekele nna anyị taa. Ihe anyị nwere ka anyị kelee ndị nne tata o. Ihe anyị nwere anyị ga-ekele nne taa. Chineke arụgara mana arụ ndị bụ nne. I thank all our mothers today nọ na court eziokwu niile. Afụrụ m unu taa even though nọ na-abụ amamụ ọdịna nwa na-ebu ụzọ gbara pụta n'ụtụtụ before anyị na-eteta o mechago the first program Mami ho na achu. Amami ho na achu ba achu. Before I let tata. Even the second one, we tata second one is the can na de afuzi. Neti. Every time. Man, I'm going to come no man ya de banu. Oh weather. Cause the back I need. But unu mecha za ya wash ya. Ano make na chineke. Odinawa. Ikukuna.
Chineke.
Guinea. Guinea.
Now we go here.
Our one and the only information minister, whether he likes it or not,
Na
we don't give a
go
fuck.
on ifa. So no happen. Happen to producer na where be aga.
Ịnagide na-achọ okwu na ihe anọ anyị nwa ya ekwu dista nna ama na onye ya eme beta da ya onye hapụta gekwa ntị ikuku na gekwa m ntị enwekwa onye mere beta da ya ọ pụta ya sọpọtụ ya mana ihe anyị chọrọ bụ the best. We are Biafrans. I need the best. I need the asere. I need the Hong Kong area. Akrosseba. Yeah, never do this year put a program. Oh, come on. This is one thing you like Ada Dorama because Ada makes Okwosi no one me better than Ikukuna. That is nothing but the truth. Whether you like it or not, we don't care. Mbosi our PMI putara. Iyo bu no kwura ya nuru. Oge rukwa suggestion enye nwanna suggestion no PMI because ibu leader adọghị mfe adịghị easy so nke ahụ ga ọdịna nwa nwere ofe ajụ nchọ ịjụ gị n'ihe niile mere taa na court kedu otu isi wefu lawyer PM enwe any changes efu from otu mgbe o bidoro ikpe a apart from the play this video otu Biafra si ji chọ enwe any changes ifre ebe ọ nọ ọ dịghị ka ọka akwụkwọ otu ọkwụ ọ dịghị ka efega aka n'isi ọ dịghị ka onwego because we cannot just go and relax like that and say it is while anaghị show a video or the we understand that part. Onwe ike ha afụcha gị ka ndị ọcha si eme awọchicha gị we understand that part mana yes we are not gonna rule out that na our enemies no stand by na-egbu anya pem na-achọ who to devour the accuser they are there we can never pretend not the whole so keki si fụ lawyer maka na mmasị gị lawyer na-represent Biafra na ọ bụ ọsọsọ maka ọbata obi ọ Biafra ka ọ na-represent keki si fụ our lawyer.
Okay, thank you for the question. I love questions. In fact, it's food to me, questions. So,
thank you, sir.
No. The lawyer, first of all, today is 20th. And today was strictly made for cross-examination. And today, two witnesses that took the whole day. The first and second, like Otwene say, I got the break, ebido ha 9:30. Like 10:30, 11:30, 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour to 1 hour 30, 1 hour to 2 hours. I got first break and I got 5 minutes. That break buka aga batisi ọkpa. Then anachiata aya nọgidezi to afternoon ezigbote efifie agazie the break nke aya aga a na-akpọ lunch break. So this lunch na-take 1 hour. Ọ ga ka aya abịa kwọrọ ọbata obie na moto ndị eke kwọga ya na katin ebe ọ ya aga lie nri ndị ekelekwa everybody put outside ga lie nri including the judges. Everybody will eat. So
Mm-hmm.
nke a na-eteke 1 hour then anachiata azụ. So anachiata ya anachiatazi. Another one aya enwezi abu 10 minutes from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Agazie for the final for the closing part. So
Mm-hmm.
now up until the major break now it take 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
The afternoon break, which is the lunch break. So it was that criminal DOS saboteur, that guy and
Witness.
witness,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So
Mm-hmm.
on Nyawa across examine area from A to Z up until I got that major break. So
Okay.
after the break or now, or yeah, Nyawa na ze wepuzie the break, a wepo break. So nachiata na the second na the break, the major break na
Mm-hmm.
puzi the
Mm-hmm.
white man, the journalist. So onye
Mm-hmm.
nke abụọ nke nọgidelu across examine gidi ya cross examine sia ya then ọbata obi wee weluzie position wee kwuo eziokwu. Ịghọtago? So
Mm-hmm.
I believe now that is going to be the last. These are the last witnesses. Remember the other two DOS members, Ebugu Zoga on 18th. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
Williams Nwoked and Isaac Ekale Ebugu Zoga on the 18th. So I believe that
Mm-hmm.
today is the last day for witnesses. So now, and these witnesses now biano all our PM na cross examine ifa. Yotago.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
all PM na because how people go before when this case is started, Oga Atolianga, these witnesses are
Mm-hmm.
biabugo. So now PM any the
Mm-hmm.
play okwafe again kwa. Na
Mm-hmm.
this appeal ka PM ka the defendant cross examine yafa. Yotago. Jukwa ha ajụjụ based on ihe
Mm-hmm.
akwụbu before. So ifemelo now. So today, and in anya for that na most of the things is a na-ekwu bụ ihe gbasatalụ ihe melụ na ala Igbo na Biafra land. So
Mm-hmm.
most of them, in fact almost everything emelu today bụ PM handle ya. Ịghọtago? Because onye nwa na-ajụ ha questions. Ịghọtago?
Mm-hmm.
Both the
Mm-hmm.
Sabo DOS and
When I go see
the
Dr. Lewis, I'm going in this.
the journalist or PM cross
Mm-hmm.
examine ha jụọ ọgbọgidelu fa ajụjụ ọnụ arụ na-ama jijiji. Ịghọtago? Yes, or ifemele
Okay.
PM ajụka ha ọdịka.
Okay.
So after that obidozie gwazie judges okwu nyewezie ha
Okay.
download ihe na-eme na Nigeria.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
to Nigeria siri bido Sumanda Fodio invasion and
Okay.
everything.
Okay. That
So
means lawyer
mostly today,
what about how much today?
lawyer enweghọ, I can even say no way anything on today. He was just there
Oh,
to
okay.
help
Okay.
Obatobie.
Okay.
Today
Okay.
so so we cannot use today to judge anything. The only thing in
Okay.
today but that no again the judges see Sina Farman watch those videos today. So
Mm.
based on the information I have, the lawyer did not
Mm.
the lawyer did not do much. He didn't fight for it about it. You understand me? So which Nandi Bola Poketane Kugo that na we cannot even both the judges or whoever we cannot condemn them because of that. No, based on if ono wabi obodo ibokuru. Yotago. So
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy moving forward because I believe now witness is finished go. So echi ya bukwa another sitting. So from the according to a
Okay.
PM gwala anyị no judge
Mm-hmm.
on the whole case here end the 26th. So moving forward
Okay.
now to
We are
26th.
waiting.
Fuzia,
We are waiting.
from there we'll start.
Mm.
We will begin to know what is going on.
Yeah.
Dalo.
Yeah. Thank God. Nnam Chukwu gozie gị ka onye ọzọ kpọọ. Amaka. Ihe mere na m agaghị reply. Amaka Ike.
No,
You know
no,
why I
no.
will not reply
No,
you?
no, 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 no.
Because now I'm on a
Eh, eh,
platform.
Biafran platform.
Wada deka cool that forget ya na na comment section e kalle. And we can
Akaremia, but Gwagoda Maka, Senam say a guy get on a platform Majan. Senam say a guy get a platform Majan. Can
oh we can
Waria,
chale jogo.
can Waria Ebene to Tarime and all
Oh we
Pian the
can
full
chale
of me
jogo. Gente.
dinner. Yeah.
Gago de monta we chale jogo. Forget and we think with the other day no we one day no na me program
I know me.
eh enwe video m posturu na Biafra United official Facebook page. Somebody study eme one rubbish comment. We click a profile ya. If na na-ekwu nọ na one village nya
Ndị niile
you know
anwụ n'ime ọfịa
kedu
ndị
ka m
Fulani
esi kedu
mụsịrị nnama
ka m esi
mụsịrị ndị
na-respond
Fulani n'ime ọfịa a na-afụ ha afọ Igbo
gotu
amaka
gotu m
imagine
esi bịa na-respond onye dị otu a nọ onye dị otu
ndị a nọ n'ime
a
bush nnama tụọ imefa
so
amụsị afa fabia ebe a na-edisturb anyị
ife
because
nchọrọ
nwuri Igbo jeni Igbo person aya ha eso n'ihe a na-eme na-akụghịrị
yeah, ihe nchọrọ ịjụgo bụ were you once a member of choir? Were you a chorister?
Oh, yes, I was. Hey, my mom, my name ka na-agụ wee ruo today.
No wonder.
I will make name I will chorus eji eje mba before. I was kịta
No
mana ọ
wonder.
bụ before mgbe anyị nọ na agbọghọbịa.
Wonder.
Nne m ka na-ekwe wee ruo taa sef. Nne m nọ 80 something years. Mana
Imagine.
ọ ka na-akọntrol ndị kwaya.
Wadalo. Yamalụ gị mma.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
All right.
sir.
All right.
Amaka, rie bunu na nna gị ọkpara atụrụ.
Wahala. Hey, Chineke na agwa m na ya kpọ ya weli 2 minutes ndị mmadụ ọ na-anụkwa n'ife. Ya onye ọla ya like igwuchi ya ọnụ. Alright, ka m kpọọ this man na otego ọ kpọwalụ. Ee, ọ dịkwa ka ọ nazi connect. Onye akpọgide gị ya. Ọ dị ka ọ gbanyụgo data ya maka na ọ dị ka ọ gbanyụgo data ya, unfortunately. Alright, can try the next person and then maybe we'll call it a night from here. This person is not picking. I'm not to ring. Okay, you're lucky. Caller, go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. From here. Good morning, good afternoon.
Darling, Chineke. No.
Ebaliala, my brother. Ebaliala. Oh, Shibakwa. Ebaliala. My brother is Shiriko.
Chineke,
Nah, my brother.
I'll go okay. 4 hours kind I can go end there.
Now, my brother is Shiriko, man. It's just the end, yeah. Hintali, Oto here right now. Can you wear this opportunity? Begin to thank God. Na-ekele Chukwu. Na-ayọkwanụ Chineke si ya may expose all our enemies. Anybody who sabo, let our mothers in the village, all our friends, all our relatives, begin to pray against them. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ka Nnamdi Kanu nwụọ, ya nwa na family ya nwụọ. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ka Simon Ekpa nwụọ, ya nwa na family ya nwụọ. Onye ọbụla n'obodo oyibo na-achọ ka e gbuo Simon Ekpa n'ihi na ọ na-azụ anyị nwa, n'ihi na ọ na-azụkwa ya nwa n'onwe ya, na-eje nana ego ha ọ ga-eri hụ ya rie hụ ya nwa na family ha nwere totally destroy. Let them not see good in their entire life. It is high time because the Bible says suffer which no mercy. There was a time Simon Ekpa na-ekpe and God bless Nigeria, Yorubas. God bless our brothers. God bless Igbos. God bless Fulani. Makpo somebody share boy and onye m opportunity mgbasa mosia ekpuzile that God will bless your enemy. And when get there na akwụkwọ nsọ, he said, so far which no mercy. Then after ngwacha Simon here, ọkwụsịzi ị na-ekwu si God bless Fulani. How can you say God bless if you somebody now to him magana infidel? My brother, it's high time. It's high time, that we begin to pray against the evil people. He says, so far which no mercy. How much can that boy get?
Daalụ maazị. Ma Chineke ya ma alụ gị mma. Daalụ.
Oh, my brother. Ngwantisike, thank you.
All right.
All right. Ike agwụla gị, onye m ji akwụsịga ngwanụ jisi ike.
Ọ bụkwanụ na ike ọgwụ nọ na-achọ m ka dị otu because ịma ikwusi ya na onwe ndị ya watch ya later on. So achọrọ m ka ọ nọrọ in a certain a certain minimum kere otu m esi wee tinye ya. All right, Kola biko welu 2 minutes na mpịachi ka anyị nọ.
Okay, Mazi Odina.
Gaa n'iru, welcome. No.
Okay, my brother.
Nwanne onu ga na-apụta wenite onu ka anyị n'ife ị na-ekwu.
Bụ na rie na nke ochiri ụmụnne m.
No.
Nwanne m nwoke asị m Chukwu gọzie gị.
Ise.
Okike mee gị eze. Oke mee gị eze.
Ise.
Ya were ihe ya achọ ndụ mma chọba gị mma n'ihi na ọ dịla ezi. Asị m wisdom upon wisdom, strength upon strength, knowledge upon knowledge.
Ise.
O were chọọ gị mma because n'ihi na alụrụ ụmụ Igbo ọlụ siri ike na ọ dịla ezi.
Daalụ.
Odite atọ ọkpụ ọkụ n'ọnụ. Imere like aghọta m sọsọ maka ọlụ ahụ ịkpọkụdịdị ume ọnụ ọshọkụrụ m. Mgbe ịkwado ume ọnụ ọshọkụrụ m and I sing glory be to God in everything. Ọ dịla ezi. And ifu ihe na-aga na Finland ya bụkwa ọṅụ to us. Mana sọsọ ebe nna m fụrụ something gara today and o wutetụrụ m small and ọ dịrị agbakasị m alụ mgbe m na-watch the video. Ikuku na mgbe m na-watch mgbe a na-ebi ọbata obi ọma. Ọ bụrụ na iji nwayọ watch ya daa ebi ọma. Ikuku na you will see that ebi ọma majority afro me so majority na-ebi ọma intentionally. Okay, ọta mana o metere ga-eburu na njem ọ ya ịnọ ịghọta Nwachukwu onweghị ego m onye aka ya dị ọcha mana ọ bụrụ na ọbata obi anọ ya kwụsịkene ịmakụ anụ na amakụ oge enough na ya ha ọgụgụ enough ebe okenye dịka iwu nzi ife na-ada emefe ọnụ na Finland ịpụta atakọpụta na Finland ibe gosi onwe almost 2 years enwe onye fụ iwu nzi enwe onye ma ihe o mere okenye arụ a na ọba ebe ya hug na Finland ana azụ onye ya hug they let them stop ha mambute nwa ọbata obi and njem ọjọọ ọbụla afa ji je Finland n'isi ọbata obi will never work because ife na-alụ ọlụ na njem a bụ mmụọ Biafra na-alụ ọlụ na njem a. Nnamdi Ukwu Kanu na Biafra will come in truth or honest na ọ ga-abịa in whiter than na aka gị ga-adị ọcha and ọ Biafra ga-adịrịrị ọcha. Ndị na-akwafe ọbara ama nwetara anyị Biafra, ndị propaganda ama nwetara anyị Biafra, ndị filu na ha ga-asabotaji nwanne fe ama nwetara anyị Biafra. Kanu shame on you all. Apple can't keep quiet. In a Simon Ekpa and Joko down for. But all of you, I am not alone. Mana Chukwu abịa maganye onye ọbụla ochie na ụgwọ ọrụ ya ka o si wee lụọ ọrụ na njem nwere onwe. Ikuku na chi m gọzie gị. Can happy take your time. N'elu go John Tata.
Daalụ.
Have a
Daalụ.
good day, my brother.
Daalụ rinne.
Chingozie go. Nde.
Ise ya gazielu gị. Chukwu gọzikwa gị too. So this man ịkpọchi alụmazụ. So ngwa pike ịkpọchi alụmazụ already. So ọ bụzikwa na ipike ọzikwa ọ bụzi fọtụ.
Hello?
Ngwa gaa n'iru. Ọ dị ka ịchọ ka ọrụ nga 2 minutes before ipike. Gaa n'iru ogbuo ya nkenke.
Sorry, good evening.
You're welcome.
Biko, awụ onye gị na ya kwuru n'ime last 2 days. O nwere voice note nsendela gị. Gị gaa through with it. Anyị sị ka remind ya.
Nke mụ na gị kwu ọnọge.
There's m kwuru with you last 2 days. So m gwara gị na o nwere information m ga-esend, but o nwere ihe na-eme, so enweghị m ohere isendizi ihe ahụ ugbu a na mgbe e nyere m chance isend ya. So gaa through voice ya instead like voice notes.
Okay. All right. Udo, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Daalụ.
Yeah.
All right, we have come to the end of this very program. Thank you all, Biafrans, for watching and listening. May God bless you all. Because continue to put our men in the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Otu anyị na-ekwu okwu a throughout today a na-atụ ogbu n'igwe. Throughout today a na-atụ ogbu n'igwe. So because continue to put them in the hands of God for victory. Anytime ndị ilo confront through ha ka nwee mmeri. Daalụ n'orinne. Ọ dị ka ndị zoo feel nwere idea na Maazị Simon Ekpa ga-win in this case. And achọrọ ka amalụ ma onweta esi wee destroy ya ụmụ akwụkwọ anyị, our angels, so that ozi na ọbata obi epụtazie everywhere dazie chako ịghọtago. So ya na fight since about only today, since throughout this week, since ha ji wee nọsia meeting ha nọrọ voice note ha likri. Since request today, mona go on at today, even on some videos in job on all these our PM's court proceedings. I can make a pre-recorded broadcast with some of the videos nje. So basali feneme na bai otundizu sina ato bunigwe. Ato our angels so bunigwe since especially today, get today working on. Manabiko, continue to pray for them, and anybody nweli for me totally where kwadofa, you are all highly welcome. Kaina ganu bikajina aka. Thank you all for listening from me from here. It is good evening or good night.